Trans Am guy, what's going on, Mike? I think we're live. Yeah, we are live. 10 seconds in. What's going on, everybody? Wednesday night. We're here. We're alive. If you're watching right now, that means you're alive, and it means I'm alive because this is a live stream. And we got Just Brewing coming on, man. I'm going to go hit him up in Discord right now. Let's do it. Let us know what you're drinking. Mike, what are you brewing? What are you drinking? What are you doing? What are you not doing? Zach Pearson, what's up, you brunch? Braj Army in the house. What up, Brian L? What's up, you brunch? Just start with an NBC. We're drinking 6 IPAs tonight. Me and Trent were too good of boys last night. We did like 4 beers, and we went home. Nobody died from a hangover this morning, but I almost did die at the gym. What up, Gnome? What up, you brunch? G60 guy, Gfunkd 24. I'm chilling, Mike. I'm chilling from Knoxville, man. I'm drinking a Lagunitas. I just got a 6-pack, and I plan on drinking the whole thing tonight. Hanging out with you guys, man. We're chilling. Yeah, we did a stream last night with Trent, the Brew Show, the Moo Show. His personal Instagram is Moo Show. And what up, Thomas Leffers? What's up, you brunch? Drinking some heavy Seas beer. Sounds delicious. Miller Lite and some Lagunitas from a variety pack. I'm with you, Brent. I'm drinking Lagunitas with you.
Wow.
That was fun. We did a quick little thing. I don't have any friends out here, so I think I'm going to do 2 streams a week from here on out. Maybe we'll do a vote on that. Hey, Lynn Schaefer. Lynn Schaefer in the house. She's got a homebrew store right next to her that I need to check out. What up, Stage Stop?
Wow.
Chris Vodka, man. Thanks for coming on the other weekend. That was fun. Hey, Just, can you shoot me a invite on Discord? Just, is there anybody in there?
Wow.
What up, Minnesota Fats?
Back off, war child. Seriously.
Big love. Who's that texting me? Big love to the super chatters, the producers from last night, man, who were helping me with my surgery, my penis reduction. Zurazzansi, thanks for the love, you Braj. Garret Hunt, ×2. Garret Hunt. He was it was cool to see him in there last night. He was the guy that was the dude that funded me and Just going to Asheville. And then Gfunkd, 2X, 2 donations from Gfunkd. Much love, you Brajes. And then the new Braj Army members, Alamo Kid and Artillery Channel. What up, Daniel DiMaria? Just is right here. I talked to Just. He said if he wants to do it by himself, me and him, we're doing it. If we can get the East and the Beast on, or anybody else maybe wants to come on, we'll just do it as we go, man. But without further ado, let's get the Braj in here. Uh-oh, what happened? Let's pull him in here. Just Brewing.
There he is.
No, there he is. What's up, you Braj?
What's up, man? It's good to hear from you.
Hey, it's good to hear from you too, man. How's the world treating you?
Things are good. Things are good. I'm getting my light set up here. One sec.
I got your audio. I'm going to make my DK mode head a little bit smaller. Let's go ahead and pull in the window capture. James M80. No. James just put out another video right now. He's a machine. There he is. What's up, Braj? I got to make adjustments from last night's Brew show, but we've been here before. You know, we'll be here again, man.
We have.
How are you, my dude?
Not too bad, man. Things are good. Things are good. Been
Good.
working. I have not put as much time and energy into my channel.
Nobody is right now, except for James.
It's the editing blues are real right now.
Yeah, I hear that.
But I've got some cool stuff in the works. I got a couple videos. I've got like 2 half videos locked and loaded. I just need to get some recording done before the end of this week. I can hopefully try to get something uploaded, but I just got to sit down and get some recording done, really, and editing, of course. That's the hard part.
It's like anything, Braj. I'm trying to get back into the gym right now, and when you take too much time off, whether it's editing or art or playing guitar or playing drums or put weight loss or nutrition, it sucks to get back into it. You got to find that groove again, man, but you'll get there. I took so many breaks. I took way too many breaks, man, but it's good to have you on, man. We're chilling tonight. This is Just Brewing. We're going to get him over 2,000 subscribers tonight. That'll motivate him to put out some editing hours and get rid of the you're a Premiere guy or you're a Final Cut Pro guy?
Premiere.
He's getting rid of these Premiere blues, man. What are you drinking over there, Jess?
I am going to start with something heavy, actually.
I heard that.
Wow. Okay.
Did it blow up?
It didn't blow up, but it was full. I don't think I have some rags in here.
What do you got over there? Like an Imperial IPA?
Yeah, it's an Imperial Stout from Weathered Souls.
Oh, I know.
It's called Teamwork Makes the Dream Work.
Yes, it does. Wasn't that the beer? Wasn't that our beer name? And what was our beer name in Clawhammer?
The beer was called Two New Friends.
Just for Life or something? JH for L or
Oh
something?
yeah,
Something like that, man.
Like that.
Well, we got 35 people in here. I think that's the most we've had in the shortest amount of time, man. So it's good that the channel's back. Lex Steele is in here, man. Zach Pearson's in here. The Brajes are coming through, man. I'm going to be editing while watching the stream. Much love, Zach. We're going to be here for 14 hours straight.
Yes, we are. I was thinking 15.
Let's do it, man. But what do you got anything fermenting right now, Jess?
I got two things fermenting. I've got a Modelo clone.
Oh, nice.
An Mexican amber lager. And a peanut butter pretzel porter.
Say that 3 times fast.
Yeah, right. It's hard even just once. But that's gonna be cool. I've got I added about 2.5 pounds of pretzels in, and used PB2, the powdered peanut butter, for that.
Yep.
It's fermenting away right now. I've got a wrapped pill inside it right now, so I'm like watching it ferment, which is super cool.
That's good advice, because a lot of people try to do the Reese's peanut butter puff stouts, beers and stuff like that. And everybody not complains, but everyone's trying to get more of that peanut butter flavor. And you're not going to get as much. You're going to get the chocolate from the cereal, but you want to use that PB2 stuff. So that's really good advice. And I'm going to make that beer. I'm going to make that beer when it comes, I don't know, Halloween season. So.
Oh, no, yeah. I almost was going to do that same thing, but like an imperial porter. I really think like a big, bold, super soft porter. Would be really nice when the weather gets cold.
It's too hot right now. It's like 75 degrees in my house. I can't do a porter. I don't even have a brew system. But all in good time.
Man. I guess you haven't brewed out there yet?
I haven't brewed out here yet. I need a chest freezer. I'm gonna pick it up this weekend. There's one I saw at Walmart for $170.
That's not too bad.
It's not bad at all. For brand new, no. And then a propane tank, I could buy that from the gas station right across the street. That's like $70. You know, if you don't have a tank to flip in as collateral. It's like a keg. It's like a keg. Your keg's your collateral. And then we're cooking with grease. I
bought my propane tank empty off of a guy off Facebook for like $20.
You bought what tank? Propane tank?
Propane tank. That's like the gas I use. I mean, I made sure it was like certified and all that, and then got it filled. It was a really good deal on a propane tank.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that, but I will look that up, because when I was moving out, I gave away both of my propane tanks, and they were like, my neighbors were like, hell yeah, man, like this is worth money. So that's a very good thing. Where'd you take it to get it? To see if it was still up to code or damaged or whatnot.
I took it to, there's a U-Haul not far from my house that does propane refills. I stopped by them and I was like, is everything cool? Because I needed to get it filled anyway. So I was like, let me know if it's like,
sure,
not up to code or whatever. And then they were like, no, everything's fine.
Well, good, man.
Like, I tried to sell like 3 of them.
Hell yeah.
What's up?
You said $20 for a propane tank?
Yeah.
Not bad at all, man. Nice come up.
Yeah, and I still use it to this day. Like I don't use my gas system very often, but it's always locked and loaded whenever.
Still, for barbecues and stuff like that, if you're having people over, you got the burgers going. You can't
crawfish boil.
Yeah, you can't do the climber supply with that thing. What up, Aaron Blaze? What up, Chris Vodka?
Boil.
Brian L. Chilling. John Spiegel. Wait, I'm here for the live show 2 days in a row. Yes, I don't have any friends out here, so I think we're gonna do 2 live streams a week. What up, Dan Johnson? What's up, you Braj? Yeah, if Yeast and the Beast comes on, I talked to you earlier. That was yesterday. You said you didn't mind. We're getting Jesse on here. If it's
hell yeah,
you're the guest, man. You got the keys to the city. We got Trev Who. We got South O in the house.
Trev Who is here.
Trev Who's
here.
Yeah, we
the legend.
The legend continues. We did a craft beer cocktails video I put out yesterday, and that was fun.
I saw that.
Thanks, man. That was fun to do. That was a video that almost got scrapped, but we had to salvage it. It was too much of the homies, and it cost me a couple bucks to make, and not really a beer, not really a a video that goes after the unique visitor, more of kind of the community, and it was cool to get it out. Just be done with it, man. So
No, for sure.
yeah, you know how it is. You know how frustrating it can be in scrapping videos and stuff like that. What up, two idiots? Hey, we got Noel Suffren in the house right now. I'm gonna go to my email, but I want to plug something. He's got a homebrew club, and they're making beer to promote money for Ukraine. And I'm gonna throw the link in the chat right now, and we can pull it up and we could talk about it. I don't know what happened today, but I got kicked out of all my Gmail accounts. Sometimes it does that. Why does it do that? Why does it just kick everybody out from time to time?
I don't know.
You work for Google.
Yeah, but I don't build Gmail, nor.
I think it's when I unplug my internet, because I unplug my internet when I'm editing, and I put my phone in my car just to create my own little cabin in the woods, and I think that's when it happened. But anyway, this is Noel, aka Stimpy Gatto. He's in the chat here right now. I wanted to pitch the idea on and discussing the Brew for Ukraine and hashtag PA Brews for Ukraine. I'd imagine that's Philadelphia or Pennsylvania. I'm part of working directly with Brew for Ukraine. Here, let's just put the link in here. All right. Stimpy Gatto, maybe you could, I know you're not mic'd up, but maybe you could still let us know in the chat a little bit more about it. But I'll click on it right here. Brew for Ukraine, brewers worldwide making a difference. Friends of local brewers in Ukraine are stepping in to brew and donate in support of humanitarian relief. All proceeds from specially marked beers from participating partners will go directly towards nonprofits operating in Ukraine. So, Putin is a dick. That's a cool sticker. Scroll down a little bit, Justin. You pull it up?
I'm looking at it now, yeah.
Scroll down a little bit. It's got some cool stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you guys put that on your radar. That's Noel. He's a home brewer. He's in the home brewing community. He's a Braj. And what else do you want me to say, Noel? While you're here, you Braj. We got the thumbs up. Pravada Brewery approved. Right on, right on. What up, Galvin? Galvin Santos. Just saw the Texas road trip video. That was fun to make. I shot that with the iPhone 13. Clayton Gerard is also Ukrainian, but born Canadian, Slav Ukraine. All recipes are on Brewfather. Duly noted. Cheers,
Very
Noel.
good to know.
Gfunkd 24. What up, Michael Wall? What's going on, Braj? What do you say, man? Should we do an NBC?
An NBC? I won't chug this Imperial Stout here.
Yeah,
but
maybe I'll do a solo NBC. I don't know if you want to do that, but we are on. You're in a better time zone than I am. It's only
a little bit.
8 o'clock your time.
8:17, baby.
We did it. We got everything riled up tonight on time. Maybe a couple minutes late.
Yeah.
But usually there's way more technical difficulties on the hoppy hour.
Yeah, I made sure to set everything ahead of time.
My
this
man.
time. Rolling with it.
My man. I got a question for you. What up, Moon Baby Brewing? That's a cool name.
I like that.
I like that too. Brandon Edwards, what's up, you Braj? Nice local brewery here in Michigan. How do Ukraine fundraising? Pravda Brewery event last weekend. That was great. Hell yeah, man. The brew community coming together to raise some money for Ukrainians over there. That's awesome. Hey, you're welcome, Noel. Cheers. Anytime you want to hear about that armed robbery and kidnapping story, I'm game. Right on, man. Gnome Brewing opening a 10% peanut butter cacao marshmallow stout from Long Live Beer Works in Rhode Island.
That sounds good.
Yeah, I know. I got to start mixing up my my diversifying my Easter eggs. Usually I just pick up a 6-pack. I got to start brewing beer again though, man.
I agree.
Homebrew hiatus for life. I'm gonna go get a beer and I'm gonna chug it really fast. Can you hold it down, Braj?
Yeah, you got it.
Gfunkd 24, Braj Army. That one's for you. I'm gonna NBC it. Be right back, Gfunkd. All right, Jess.
Let's see it.
If I'm not back in 2 seconds, just wait longer.
Got it. All right, so let's see. What do we have in the chat? I saw Gnome is here. What's up, Gnome? Good to see ya. Let's see what else. Noel, that's an awesome effort that you're putting towards what's going on in Ukraine. That's awesome. I was looking at doing something similar myself, so I'm glad other people are looking at doing it. And this, if anything, makes it a little bit easier, so I can do it. Let's see. Who else do we have? Wow, we got lots of the members here. I like that. Wow, this stream is already going well, and it's really really early too. I do see we're a little off on likes right now, though. Um, so if you are watching and you are enjoying this, make sure to hit that like button so it makes it a little bit easier to keep this kind of stuff going. Um, let's see. My local homebrew store had them for sale last week.
Yeah, he is.
What's up, John Spiegel?
Josh, you're holding it down.
Did you let that one day IPA age out, and did it have any off flavors? So the one day IPA was a really cool experiment I did. It eventually kind of aged out on its own as I was drinking it. The experiment was how fast can I get this from grain to glass, and the answer was 26 hours. So in I it was very very green. There was still some hop burn, but as it sat in the keg, that always goes away. And I brewed that because I was having a party at the end of the week, and I needed something as quick as I could get it. And by then I knew that it would mellow out. So that was kind of why I did it. And then the video it just made sense. So I did kind of let it age, but just not intentionally. I'd made the efforts to see how fast I could do it for the video, but its actual use was for a party like 2 days after I finished recording that. So by day 3 or 4, it felt like a regular beer, and nobody knew that that earlier that Monday or Tuesday I was brewing the beer. But it was cool. I had a lot of fun doing that. I wouldn't necessarily do it again, though. It was not a beer for competition. It was an experiment that I just wanted to see how fast I could get it into a glass. And it was cool. It was a lot of fun.
I like that too. That's just a good question in general. I think the fastest I've ever done grain to glass was 3 day. That was with Gfunkd, and it was a great beer. So it's just good to be able to turn around beer, under 5 days, and it just keeps you more addicted to brewing the next batch. It just creates a sense of urgency, when you're sitting around for 2 weeks waiting for stuff to ferment. You're like, damn, okay, this home brewing shit ain't. Time is money, man. I want to drink all this beer. But when you're turning around beer fast, it makes home brewing a lot more addicting. From a guy who hasn't homebrewed in like 3 months.
Have I ever made a smoked beer? I haven't. I don't know if I will. Nothing against smoked beer.
Don't do it.
Yeah, it sounds really hard to get right, and I would be afraid that I wouldn't get it right, and I don't want to waste the time or money or energy in something that I may not get right.
You'll get it right. And you're just going to be stuck with 5. Everything's good smoky except stuff you drink. Everything's good. Cheese, fish, s'mores, whatever. But drinking it is just weird.
Moon Baby, I actually live in Austin, so I've got quite a few recommendations. So kind of, I guess it depends on what kind of feel you have. If you're wanting something really really chill, there are breweries for that. If you want something with live music, there's breweries for that. There's even one not crazy far from me that does stand-up comedy every Wednesday, which is super cool. So there are. It kind of depends on what you want out of your experience there. But just to name a few, Pint House Pizza is really really good local pizza, and they also brew their own beer. So that's cool. One of my personal favorites is Meanwhile Brewing. They opened during the pandemic, and they've got this really, really nice property and a lot of space. It's dog friendly, which is really cool. They also have live music like 2 or 3 times a week. There's another one closer to downtown, if that's the area you're in. Zilker Brewing. They have a food truck out front with some of the best fried chicken in Austin. Specifically, it's Korean fried chicken and some of the best chicken you can get in Austin, straight up. Well, I could go on and on and on about Austin beers. Sorry.
You gave me an idea for something, and I don't know how I feel about this. What's your take on breweries doing stand-up comedy? Do you think it's hit or miss, or do you think do you need to actually have like a legitimate paid comedian, Or I mean, it could get weird if you're doing an open mic night. The open mic night guys are talking a lot about like really. A, they're probably not even funny, and B, I've seen a brewery do an open mic night, and it just got weird. Too many guys coming up talking about how just much of losers they are, and how much top ramen they eat, and how much porn they watch. You're like, dude, where's the joke, man? Like, people are gonna leave unless somebody starts being really funny, man. So I don't know.
It can be it's definitely hit or miss, right?
For sure.
But if you've got like if you know good comedians, then I would say it works. Or if you're in an area where people don't really care about that, where they know that they're at a brewery, they're not at a a comedy cellar somewhere.
Yeah.
But I could see it being slightly profitable. I mean, I've very much considered going. I haven't been to their to that comedy night, but I've been to that brewery a handful of times. And it's a pretty nice spot. It's one of like the more common, at least in my area, more common like warehouse type breweries, where it's really just essentially just a warehouse that's been turned into like a brewery and restaurant.
Those are everywhere in San Diego, and I think you're right. I think it does have to be inside. I think comedy outside can be whack. Open mics for music, it's a safe bet unless someone's going to go up there and play some death metal something or gangster rap like that. That's not going to happen though. Open mics are generally like one person going up there with an acoustic guitar. It's a pretty safe bet, but with comedy, I think you need to have a paid guy. I think you got to know what you're doing. I would probably sell tickets and cut off the public to it, because if you're not in the mood for comedy, you don't want to hear it. If you're at a dive bar and the karaoke guy or the DJ, starts bringing up open micers to do comedy, I'm out of there. If it's an open micer, like, you really need to know what you're getting into. $15-20 a ticket, small indoor venue. That works. Again, I've seen people try to do the outside stuff. No, music works inside, outside. I don't think comedy works outside, especially at a brewery.
Oh.
But it's a weird one, because breweries are always trying to figure out how to promote stuff, whether it's music or trivia night, or trivia night's kind of the
common one.
The bottom, like the bottom of the barrel. Like, what do we want to do for an event? It's like, well, think and drink, trivia night.
That one also has trivia night. They call it Geeks Who Drink.
Yeah, Battle Mage has Dungeons and Dragons or D&D, and it's wildly successful because it's the only one in town. But if people are, if I see breweries promoting, come drink new IPAs and check out trivia nights, like, I don't care at all. And I will look if they're promoting a comedian, but that could be dangerous waters, because I've done that before. And you look at the comedian, and then you pull up his act on YouTube and you watch it, and then you go to the college, or you go to the brewery, you go to this, and you see him do the same exact set, and you're like, damn, like, okay. Yeah. He was funny. He's got his set dialed in. He could do 20 minutes or 40 minutes. But I literally just saw this on YouTube verbatim, word for word. And that's just the reality of being a comedian or a magician in today's world. You could just look at everybody's tricks and jokes up on the internet. So that's why a lot of the good comedians, every year they take whatever they got and then they throw it out and they start from scratch. And that's kind of how it is nowadays. Back in the day, Jerry Seinfeld could do jokes for 2 decades and people wanted to see him talk about airline food, or, Mitch Hedberg, you knew all the one-liners were coming. People wanted to see that. But now with the internet and watching it on YouTube and seeing it a million times on Instagram or TikTok and all these social media platforms, you're like, I know you're good, but I've already heard this. I'm having a good time, but I'm probably not going to come back. And that means I'm probably not going to recommend you word of mouth to my friends. But I don't know. Comedy's a weird one. I think it is very hit or miss. You need to have a very small indoor 3-barrel system brewery tops, and then I don't even know, like, you rent chairs. People want to be sitting down. You don't want to stand up for comedy like a bar or concert. I don't know.
This one in particular has like benches already in that like space. That space is just like converted into whatever they need it to be.
That's cool.
For whatever event they're doing. Yeah, it worked pretty well for them. I like the spot. But yeah, there's, when it comes to at least Austin beers, or Austin breweries, there's so many.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like your poll finished up.
All right, so we're going to be doing two
Most
streams.
people answered.
All right, so when's football season start up? Should we do Tuesday, Wednesday, or should we do Wednesday, Thursday? Tuesday, Wednesday?
I would probably say Tuesday, Wednesday. Yeah, I mean Tuesday night football is definitely like slightly a thing, but not as much as more than like Thursday night football. I think.
I'd rather do Tuesday. Let's put out a poll.
They're nice.
Second stream.
What are you gonna brew when you get things going again?
It's a good question, but everything I want to brew this year or everything that I want to put on YouTube, I want to do a collab with somebody. So if you want it, it's there. I want to do like a Pacific Northwest with Gnome or Apartment. I want to do a Belgian with Animated. I want to do... I talked to the Brew Show. The Brew Show's got more experimental ideas than anybody. He's always doing ciders and tapachis and juices and all this stuff.
Yeah.
And that'd be cool. I had a good time. I enjoyed making that hot cider with just the whatever Welch's apple juice from like maybe 5 or 6 videos ago. I don't even know anymore. Everything's just a blur. But yeah, Just, if you want to do a collab, it's there. You know, kind of do what Martin and Trent did. That was a cool idea. I send you the beer, or just send you the recipe, and you send me. I send you a recipe, you send me a recipe.
I'd be down for something. Yeah, if you wanna kick back and
Sure,
shoot some ideas around.
All
yeah, I'd
you
be
can
down.
handle, brother.
I think Trent mentioned it yesterday too on the live stream, but I am going to be making a trip down to San Diego.
Everybody's in San Diego right now, man. Everybody's in San Diego. Or if you're there, you got to check out South El Brewery.
I'm definitely, that's absolutely on the agenda.
Trev Who, Moorlord. What do we got? Looks like it's leaning towards.
Yeah, we found some super cheap flights, round trip.
You were the flight Braj, man. What'd you get it for? About $200 round trip?
Yeah, it was less than 200 for both of us, actually.
What's the website? How do you score the cheapest flights? How did you score that Asheville flight?
It's just looking on flights.google.com. Straight up, you just look and you can see what days or what times are cheaper, and like when it's when flights are at their cheapest. And you can just look at a calendar and it just shows you. You may need to like look at different places, right? Like for Asheville, I just got lucky because they have direct flights from Austin to Asheville every Friday to Monday.
Yeah.
And they were cheap. I think this is something similar to in and out of San Diego for like $70 a pop or something like that.
Damn, dude. And the weird thing
is, if you look on flights.google.com right now, you may be able to see that there's whatever, you have to know where you're going, right? But you can see how much it's going to cost in the future. And sometimes, and this is in the beginning this is in May, so it's like less than a month from now.
Yeah. Tuesday. I like the idea. So we did it this week, Tuesday and Wednesday. We'll do that. Obviously, the happy hour will be guaranteed on Wednesdays unless I'm out of town or something. And then we'll start shooting for Tuesdays. So I got a next Tuesday open, and then Clawhammer's coming on Wednesday, and we're chilling, man.
Nice. You got Clawhammer coming on next week? That's awesome.
Yeah, he kind of loosely confirmed, but I'll get him on. I'll bug the shit out of Kyle. Or if not, he can get Ross on or Emmett. If he wants it. Emmett hasn't been on yet. Ross and Kyle have been on a couple times.
Yeah, no, I've seen the ones that they've been on. I woke up one morning and forgot that the happy hour was last night, and I looked and I was like, it was Clawhammer. That's what I missed. I was like, oh my goodness, how did I miss that?
That was, I think, before we went out there, man. That trip was so fun.
Yeah, it was before.
What'd you do the last day when I took off? I left Sunday. You were there till Monday, right? Or Tuesday?
No, I left. Yeah, I think I left. I'm pretty sure I left Monday. I guess. Yeah, I think I just took the day off from work, but not much. I think my flight was relatively early, so it was. Yeah, just staying because you left. What was that? I guess was that Saturday or Sunday?
It was Sunday. We went to
New Belgium.
We went to New Belgium. And
you left halfway through or something like that.
I left from there. Kyle took me to the airport from New Belgium, and on that one, I was like kind of getting a buzz again. I was like, okay, this is a good time to leave and go home and stay sober for a week. And right when I got home, that was when I got COVID, and I hit you guys all up, and nobody else got it but me. So I must have gotten it on the flight, or who knows, maybe on the cab ride coming home or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, well, yeah, it was, yeah, I didn't do very much that next night. I think I just stayed in. I thought about going out, but I was like tired after that entire afternoon of day drinking.
We
So I'm
partied,
pretty sure
man.
I think I just like crashed
We
and ordered
partied.
food. Yeah,
We
it
partied
was
hardy.
fun.
We partied hardy, man. We got a super chat from Noam, man. Shout out to Noam out there in I'm gonna call it the Fairley Brothersville out there because that's where they make all their movies, man. Noam has super chatted. I'd love to collab on an IPA. I have too many hops. Noam, I'm down with that, man. Whether you want to go West Coast or New England IPA, Braj.
Actually, just did a West Coast. I just kegged it the other day. That's gonna be my next video for next week.
You're putting this video out next week? Or are you just gonna
it's gonna be up next week.
We need to start getting the brew tubers back, man. Everyone's kind of on hiatus. Not everybody. Trent, I'm getting back into the swing of things. Brian was on last night, short-circuited.
Yeah, I need to
Brajo.
get back into it. I'm like very close to. I've knocked around the idea of hiring an editor, but I've got this thing in the back of my head that if I hire an editor, there's going to be something that I want to add to it, or like change it. And I think at that point I would just do it myself. Like if I can't trust this person to do everything, then I have to do everything myself.
I want to know what Lawson's Creek is charging on the side, man, and I'm gonna undercut him from Climber. I'm kidding. Kyle's not here, but I wouldn't do that. And probably couldn't afford him anyway because Lawson is the real deal, man. Lawson's got some serious talent, man.
Yeah, I mean, then again, there
Lawson's Creek IPA.
He's full time. You've got the brewing
and full-time job
do as well.
Yeah,
it's a full time job. It's one thing that my partner has to reel me in, and she's just like, you have to remember, you've got a full time job, but you've got other things going on in your life, and you can't. It's hard not to compare yourself, though.
I'm trying to do a thing this year where. So I would edit in San Diego 3 days, like pull maybe an all-nighter in there, and then I'd go to the bar 4 days in a row, or just my buddies' breweries. But I can't do that anymore because I can, but I don't really know anybody out here. It's kind of weird just going to the bars all the time by yourself. Maybe you are that guy, maybe you're not that guy. I mean, I still go out. I just don't go out as much, but I want to take an extra day to look at the content, like one more day of B-roll. Like, okay, I think I have the video good on Monday. You know what? I'm on East Coast time now. Because I want to upload on noon. That's when like people are watching on YouTube the most. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays at noon Pacific Standard Time, which to me now is 3 p.m.
Yep.
So I get it live at 3 p.m. It still hits the West Coast at noon, and we're cooking with grease. But I do want to spend one more day looking at Homebrew for Life content. Even the shitty craft cocktails video I just put out, I was looking at that. I was like, I could have made like just way more kind of off the wall goofy shit. But I'm gonna try to do that this year, and we'll see, man. But we got the Brajes in the house now. We got Benny Bennett. Come on down, Jorge Castro, hold it down there in Puerto Rico. Come here.
Would you want to do a West Coast? I could just send the one that I have.
You want to do a collab?
Yeah, I mean, if you wanted to.
I mean, I need a system first, but as soon as I get a system, I'm gonna brew. I'll probably brew once a week. I'll probably brew once a week.
Someone in your area has one for sale on Facebook right now.
What are you talking about? A propane tank?
I mean, it's just a brewing system in general. There's always stuff for sale on Craigslist and
Buyer's
Facebook.
Buyer's market. I've got the burner. I've got my claw hammer kettle. I've got my basket, my metal grain basket. I've got my. I'm not going to do sparging anymore. I'm just going to start with like 7.5 gallons of water. And just recirculate it, pull it out, and hopefully get left with something around 5.5, and then do a half an hour boil. And then, no, because I don't want to do 5-gallon batches anymore. I've got to hone in my system, but I'm looking forward to it. And 2 Girls, 1 IPA. We're cooking with grease IPA. We'll figure it out. We'll figure something else out. But yeah, man, like even the idea of doing that 26-hour turnaround all grain IPA you just talked about, like that would be awesome, or at least awesome to attempt it.
I mean, it was for me. It was worth it. I had to. I made sure to do a starter, a solid starter. I like probably double overpitched on it, but I did a super sizable starter, and I did a 3-gallon batch, and I fermented it at like 95 degrees.
Kvike.
I think that was about it. I carved it. I checked the gravity. It was below where I was expecting it to be. So I was like, it's done. I don't care anymore. It's done.
Yeah.
So I kegged it. And by the time it was cold, it was pretty much carbonated. I used the carbonation stones. You know what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah.
You can have it carbonated in you can have it carbonated in an hour. And that was exactly what I did.
Little carb stone diffuser, whatever the hell those things are. I don't know if it's stainless steel or some crazy silicone. It's not silicone.
I don't know what it is, but it's nice.
Yeah,
it's
those things are rad.
of sorts, I think.
Gfunkd 24. I'm waiting for our collab on Pen 15 double IPA. It's Pen 15 is penis IPA. Yeah, yeah. Thanks, Gfunkd, man. What was the temperature? What was the temp on that 3-day Kvike CH stage top? I knocked out at probably 115. I pitched the Lutra. It was either Lutra or it was the what's the other one? The dry yeast Kvike. Lallemand. Voss.
Oh, okay.
Voss. Yeah. And I don't know. I mean, like how it was pretty warm when I did it. Maybe, but you figure like 5 gallons of water or any liquid's going to retain its heat for maybe 5-6 hours. And like within that time, ale yeast loves hot temperature.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when you pitch that hot, like I don't think you have to do a yeast starter. I mean, you could do a yeast starter. That's kind of it's not going to hurt. If you want to go the extra step, it's always good to do a yeast starter. But I would think like by the time fermentation, I mean, probably in morning, it finally got back to room temperature. I think. Maybe like 4 or 5 hours, but it was like pretty much done. With Kvike, if you're pitching super hot, and my kind of hack trick is that when it does go down a little bit, I will put it in the bathtub. I will put it in the bathtub and bring it up and bring it back to high temperature, and you see the airlock going apeshit. Likes that a lot, man. But we got a super chat from Zach Pearson. He says, "You know what time it is? This one's for Zach Pearson, man. He's putting all my 29-year-old sick children through college right now, man. Thanks, Zach. All right, Josh, are you still drinking the 10% beer?
I am. But I'll finish it for you.
All right, this one's for Zach Pearson.
It's 12.
12%. All right, this is going out to
12.8, so it's pretty much 13.
Noam and Zach, this one's for you. Just is going to chug a
die.
Triple.
Luckily, I've been drinking a lot of water. So
well, that's the key to the city, the hangover city right there. And the good thing about tonight is no one's got to drive anywhere. And me and Brew Show were too good of boys last night. I think we're due for a little good old-fashioned Brajing out tonight. All right, I've got, I don't know, maybe 8 ounces here. Cheers, Zach. Cheers, Noam.
Just say it.
We're back, baby. Just, I got a question for you. Thank you, Zach. Thank you. What do you do for inspiration for getting back behind the keyboard and Premiere and putting out content? Do you watch anything? Is there any shows or documentaries or BrewTubers?
No, I usually watch other BrewTubers. I usually watch other videos that get uploaded. I'm like, okay, this is what I need to get going. What usually it's just whatever's. I mean, I'm checking my subscription feed 4 or 5 times a day, looking at videos that get uploaded.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, as far as inspiration itself, really, it just comes down to
It's a Frosty.
Really, it just kind of comes down to wanting to, having that final product in my head, and just needing to. There's one way to get it,
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, man. Zach Pearson, 420, but it didn't show it. Much love, man. Big shout out to Zach, man. Everyone who's here right now. Zach, Gnome, Gfunkd, Garret Hunt, of course, all the Brajas. Beer Quaz, what's up? And Just Brewing. But I'll tell you this, man. I'm watching a lot of Chef's Table right now, and that is some very inspirational shit. I was watching one this morning. I almost started crying. You watch Chef's Table?
Wow. I think so. I don't know. It sounds familiar. I've definitely heard of the name, but I don't think I've watched it.
There's this one, I think it's Chef's Table. Yeah, it's Chef's Table. And this woman is she lives in Philadelphia, but she's from a city in Mexico, city I have not heard of. And she does, what's the lamb barbacoa? Am I saying that right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And she's an immigrant, and she talks about her struggles coming over here. She had a husband when she was 17. She lived with the family. They treated her like shit. The mom, the mother-in-law, the in-laws treated her like shit. She was going to bed at 10 o'clock, waking up at 3 in the morning, just honing in barbacoa. And they do it. They kind of like a Hawaiian pig. There's a big pit, and they put the coals in there, and then those leaves, and then a lot of orange, a lot of salt water and orange. I don't really know the process other than what I just watched, but there's a lot of slow cooking, a lot of downtime, and she couldn't take it anymore. So she came over here. They call them coyotes, the people that tell you like how to get across the border. She did it from Juarez City, which is funny because I just drove right by that where UTEP is, University of Texas El Paso. And she's crying the whole time. And I'm like, fuck, man, this is brutal. And she started her own barbacoa place out in Philadelphia, and it looks phenomenal. It's like the ultimate American story. And, barbacoa, it stems from it's a Mexican dish, like no ifs, ands, or buts. She brought it over here, and I'm watching this. I'm like, dude, I'm going to get up and just start editing right now. I'm going to go run 5 miles. Like, this makes me like, what have I done with my life? And she's talking about how it took 2 weeks for her to get through the desert and get over here. And they ran out of food. They're fighting with each other. You can only really move at night. You're wearing black. You're wearing black hat, black sweatshirt. There's immigration radar and patrol everywhere. And she made it over here and started a restaurant that made it up on a very good program, Chef's Table, on Netflix. And I don't know. How's that for inspiration?
No, definitely. It's always seeing someone else do, I don't know.
Struggle,
it just comes down to
prevail. Yeah.
It comes down to watching success and wanting something for yourself, So
yeah.
No, it can be hard to find inspiration sometimes, but yeah, I started a new role at work too, so like there's been a whole my time is just has been the way I spent my time is all changed.
How's that going, man?
So,
you got a promotion or?
Pretty much, you could say that. I was
congratulations, dog.
Thank you. I was essentially it wasn't like low level by any means, but I was in like what you could call a starter job, and I am now on to something a little bit bigger and better.
Right on, man. Cheers, dude. Congratulations, Braj. Yeah. Hell yeah.
It's been cool. It's just once I get into the groove of things, I will have more time. I will like have more time to like edit and stuff like that. So, but really, it just comes down to it just comes down to sitting down and doing it. Once I'm done working, I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to be staring at my computer for the rest of the day. Like, I'm just going to go find something else to do, or I'll like play a game, like play a video game, and then stop.
Yeah.
It can be really hard to to get back into the groove.
I'm afraid to pick up a video game unless we're doing like me and Jorge and Genus Brewing. I got to get Genus on. We're always talking about doing the Mario Kart thing on here.
Talking to Matt Eshman about that. He was talking about he did a post and asked about
Who did?
doing a live stream for Mario Kart, and I told him to reach out to you about doing the drunk driving again.
Mario Kart, baby, drinking and driving. I would love to do that really quick. Michael Wall, I've never grown my own hops. Maybe somebody in the chat could quarterback you through that, but I will one day. I just don't want to do it at a house that I rent because I want to have them grow for years and years, kind of like wine grapes. But
Yeah.
I'm afraid to get into a video game because I just don't want it to, like, I just got a gym membership. I want to go to the gym 3-4 times a week. And by go to the gym 3-4 times a week, I'm going to play, like, one of those days I'm going to lift weights. One of the days I'm going to play basketball. One of the times I'm just going to be super hungover and hang out in the sauna and the steam room the whole day. But I still went to the gym 3 times a week. But yeah, and this is last night's Braj Cat or Hoppy Hour was awesome. This one's awesome. I want to get more of these going. And yeah, I don't know, man. Getting into a video game can like really just suck some time out of you, man. I'm playing
For sure.
Breath of the Wind or Wild. I'm not really that into it. I haven't like gotten hooked on it too far yet. I'm kind of afraid to. I'm just hanging out, man, watching Chef's Table.
No, I feel that. I mean, I watch a lot of TV too, so I get that. It's all relative, right? I mean, we all have the same 24 hours, and
Sure.
there are times where I don't mind burning an hour watching something stupid on YouTube, or but I do have plans to get back into editing because I feel a responsibility.
Yeah.
I have people that I want to. I upload videos for me. Like I upload videos I want to watch, or like things I want to see done. So ultimately it kind of comes down to like what I want to do or what I want to see. But
It's your life, baby.
yeah,
We're just living in it.
I've got responsibility. I've got to do something for the people.
Well, how about this? Well, how many subscribers you got right now? Like 1,999?
It's like 1970, I think.
So can we get we have a link to his channel in the description of this video. Can we get him up to 2,000 by morning? We'll be good boys tonight. We'll only do, 6 more hours, and we'll let this one ride out so people can check it out.
Yeah, we'll cut it in half. We'll go from 15 to 6. Like we'll just cut most of that out.
Yeah. Last night,
we
good boys. Jonathan Paulson.
One of the videos I'm like working on right now, or at least I have, I've got some of it recorded. Is for what will be my 2K sub special
Extravaganza.
What's up?
Yeah, the extravaganza, the 2K.
Yeah. I brewed an American Golden Strong, but instead of using like Belgian yeast or something like that, I use champagne yeast.
Nice.
Just to see what would happen.
I don't know.
Just because I figured it would be like a nice, like, cool way to like celebrate,
Sure.
So I did it to see what would happen, and it worked out really. It was really cool. It was really, really cool.
Nice.
I fermented it just like in my closet because champagne yeast enjoys room temp. So that was really, really cool. I've got some like in the keezer right now, essentially conditioning, waiting to record and upload that video.
There you go, Braj.
Yeah. It's been a really cool adventure. I mean, I don't have to tell you. You went through it.
And I loved it, man. It's painful in the beginning. It gets easier and easier. But, the good thing about YouTube is it's 100% up to you, man. It's just you, and it's the man in the mirror. Obviously it's different if you have kids or a real job like you do. But, yeah, working construction and then pouring beer at night and then trying to, like, edit Saturday and Sunday. I was like, man, like, what am I doing? But you just get the people, the Brajes that are here, the good comments, a little gas money here and there, and it makes it all worth it. And just kind of figured out the Braj Show, baby. Ass and titties.
The Braj Show. What's up, Trent? It's really good to see you.
I should have worn this last night, but I love it, man. Trent's on a good grind. He just moved in, so he'll be back in the game. And we were talking about Pros with Peter and Portly Gentleman and Brian Short Circuited and.
Yeah.
The good thing about YouTube is it's like a business or a brand that never goes out of business. You can always, take a month or 6 months off and come back to it. And I've done it more times than I could count.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And maybe you do make a ton of money off it, or you can't go anywhere else. It's like I just still got burned out. I just want to go back and maybe work another job or start another channel. Like, live your life, man. Everyone's got a life to live.
No, for sure. I mean,
what up, Gnome?
I wouldn't. I don't. I currently just. I would love to commit to YouTube, and I would love to commit to uploading every single week, and brewing more often, just so that I can bolster the channel and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But it would just be so hard to quit my day job. I mean, it's what lets me buy all the stupid shit for my brewery. It's what funds the channel. It's hard to imagine the channel without some sort of source to continue, keep the snowball rolling.
Well, just keep doing it, and don't let it interfere with Justin's married. You have a job. Don't let it interfere with like the real stuff in life, man. That's my best advice. And Darren Blackwood wants to know, what's everyone drinking? What are you drinking right now, Jess?
This is my hoppy pale that I brewed probably a couple months ago. I'm doing homebrew roulette right now. There was I don't always label my beers, and sometimes they just end up sitting in like where I keep my bottles. And in preparation for tonight, I put some in the fridge, but I don't know what they are. It's been, there are a lot of beers that I brew and we'll just bottle some off just for exact moments like this where I want something different than what's on tap, because I don't have technically 3 beers on tap right now, but one I need to not drink so I can bottle it. But the other is the West Coast IPA and the other is the Fruity Pebbles Pale Ale that I still have not finished.
Chris Leslie, man, what's up, Braj?
But this, to answer your question, Darren's question, this is a hoppy pale that I brewed probably 2 or 3 months ago. I've got another bottle over here that has no label. I have an idea of what it is, but I don't actually know what's inside.
Good to see Chris out there. West Coast Canada in the house, baby. I would love to do a channel on old Tacomas, just working on it, because it would also help me get better at working on old Tacomas and stuff like that. But it's a tough channel to film because you gotta, unless you're in an actual place where you can lift the shit up and get it under your car. But it's just small, little quirky stuff. Sometimes when you're watching YouTube videos how to work on your car, you're like, what is he even doing? What the hell's going on? He's underneath like an air filter, lifted it up. There's a wire. You're like, dude, I don't know what's going on, man. We got a super chat from Tyler. This is Tyler, the creator in the house, man. Gonna try some of those beer cocktails on Easter, Braj. Much love to Tyler, man. Come on down. Who wants to come on tonight? I mean, this is the last stream of the week. I think I'm...
Is he still coming?
I don't know.
Where's Trent? Let's get Trent back on. Let's get Trent back on. I want to talk to Trent.
It's 7 o'clock his time. I don't think he has to go to LA anymore. Trent, do you want to get down? You want to get up at the get down?
Wow.
Braj.
We can knock around ideas for my
Tacoma. What's up? Tacoma. I love Tacomas. I'm obsessed with them. For those who don't know or haven't watched the couple of videos ago, I drove a 1996 Tacoma out here. 220,000 miles, baby, and it's just purring like a kid, man. It is just broken in. Just grease up the hinges, put some oil in it. Look at all the top offs, power steering. Oil's the big one. That's like the blood. That's your veins. Rear differential, tranny fluid, manual tranny, which is kind of a bitch because you got to get underneath the car and like do that pump thing because it's just kind of a weird thing. It's got the fill and the drain plug, and I got it all done. I put new brakes on it, and it got out here. This is nice. The Just Show. I'm just watching and enjoying tonight. Trent does have a bigger spot now. He's got a actual
That's
office.
Good.
Yeah. I don't really know what he had before, but he mentioned that last night, man. Michael Wall, Toyotas last forever, especially the older ones. Agreed, because they're so damn light. New Tacomas now aren't even Tacomas. They're huge, and they're like $40,000. Back in the day, brand new Tacomas were like 13, maybe 15, and it was the size of like a Mario Kart go-kart. It was a 2.4 liter engine. It was teeny. Now they're all V6s. and they're worth
Yeah,
too
they're
much
trying to
money.
capitalize on the small truck market, but I
Everybody wants
mean,
the small one. Gas prices are high. They last forever.
well,
They
most people don't need a big truck. Your average person, as someone that sold trucks for a moment, most people don't
oh
need a
yeah,
big truck. A lot of people just want one, or they think they need one.
and then you get
But
that
I sold a lot
sick.
of trucks to people and had them spend a lot of money because that was just kind of what they wanted, or they felt that they felt they needed. I
Yeah.
sold, 80, 70, $80,000 trucks for it to never see a speck of dirt, never see a speck of work.
One day I'm gonna hit the lotto and I'm gonna buy a black 4x4 Tacoma that's gonna cost me $40,000. It's gonna be like $4,000 just in tax. Does every state have tax, or is California the worst? California, it's like 10%.
I mean, every state definitely has tax, but some are more than others for
Except
sure.
for Pennsylvania, right? They don't have sales tax. States are weird. Alcohol, COVID, sales tax, property tax, income tax. Because I remember going, my mom was a career flight attendant for U.S. Airways, and her hub was U.S. Airways, was PA, was Philadelphia, PA. And I remember going in there, and the biggest guy, Jersey, going through the airport was Eric Lindros. Do you know who that is? Does anybody remember who Eric Lindros is? You go buy one of his T-shirts, it was $19.99, and you go up there with a $20 bill, and they give you a penny back. You're like, whoa. Maybe it's not like that anymore, but I remember just thinking that was crazy because as a little kid, I went to 7-Eleven every single day, and I knew how much tax was, $1.07, and then it went up to $1.08, and then going out there, yeah, no one knows what's up. Flyers, yeah. Philadelphia Flyers, is that what they were called? Mashmaker Challenge, man. Thanks for watching the last video, man. I see your comments on there, and they don't go unnoticed or unappreciated, man. He's got a good YouTube channel, too. I'm going to go ahead and promote it right now. The Mashmaker. Another guy who's got to start putting out...
I like that.
What, Mashmaker?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't actually watched their videos, but I like the name Mashmaker.
He's got a hell of a brew house, man. He's got something that I need that I can't have because I don't have a garage. I don't have anything here except a green screen and a bed. But I will get a couch this weekend. I'm going to go to Sam's Club.
Why don't you go electric so that you can just plug right in and just you don't have to worry about propane and all that.
Yeah, then I gotta ask somebody for some handouts or something. But I mean, I do go electric for my the first half of it. But when I bring to boil, I go gas. But I could go electric.
I mean, I guess I have a garage, so I guess I'm quite biased in the matter. But if I was in the kitchen, I would just be going all electric. I mean, I go all electric now, but I have the option. I have used I did go electric and then propane and then back to electric. I've definitely done that in a batch.
That's a good video. Not a video, but that's a good point. Everyone's talking about like top 10 homebrewing things, top 10 tools, top 10 things under $50, top 10 things on Amazon. After not having a garage or a brew house, the number one tool you could have as a home brewer is a garage by far. It's it's a million times better than a shed. It's a million times better than a kitchen pantry or something. Garage, you can get messy in. You could drop shit on the floor. You could be loud. Yeah. Your wife, your girlfriend, your significant other is not going to hate you as much. They're still going to hate you, but not as much as if you were in the house destroying the bathrooms and the kitchens. I've been there, man. But patio works, yeah.
Yeah, no, I enjoy using the garage. I've got my screen, I've got a screen that I can set up.
You have a 2-car garage too.
I can do whichever one I want. If I want to go electric or if I want to go gas.
Yeah.
Obviously, indoor, gas is a really bad idea. So even outdoor, I still go electric, mostly out of convenience, so that I can. It does take longer, but I just use. Sorry, I'm like. There's a lot of burps now.
Do it, dude. Throw up on here, man. It's not like we're live or anything.
But I go electric mostly out of convenience because it's easier, mash temps and all that. But I also don't have to. I can step away. Like if I need to go check on my dogs, I can run inside. I can just go in, grab something to eat, and come back out.
Yeah.
You can't really do that with gas. And I also use that time for cleaning and stuff like that too. So I do enjoy being in the garage going electric.
I do need a hose
If I had a
too.
basement, I would definitely brew in the basement, and
For
then I
sure.
would definitely upfit my garage so I could do more car stuff. I am we talked about this in Asheville. I am a little bit of a car guy. I do wish I had more space so I could do a little bit of work on cars. Not that I know anything about fixing a car, but I would if I had space. I would definitely start working on I would modify my car a little more.
Yeah. Kind of a bummer for me because nobody has garages out here unless it's a brand new home. I don't know why, but nobody in Tennessee, none of the older homes have garages. But there are some basements. There's a lot of basements. But I'm going to try to buy a house next year. I mean, there's no doubt about it. That's kind of why I'm out here. And I'll try to get a garage or a really cool basement. Gnome's got a cool basement. Short Circuited's got a great basement. And, I mean, just, how much home improvement Tim the Toolman Taylor do you want to put into it? I mean, Brian's got a whole bar down in his basement. Short Circuited?
No, I would love to have a basement where I could just load with super expensive unnecessary equipment. That would be so awesome.
Hell yeah.
No, I use the garage. I've got a fermentation chamber. I am trying to eventually I will get out of using plastic buckets. I'm trying to slowly stray away from using plastic buckets. But that's really hard and expensive.
I'm trying to use them more, man. And you struck a chord here with Alias Mohammed. He's the Braj on Instagram. He likes fast cars. So maybe you guys could do you follow Alias on Instagram?
I think so, yeah. We messaged it back and forth once, and I think, when I did my story earlier, I'm pretty sure Alias, I think, I could be wrong.
I hope we're pronouncing his name right, man. Alias Mohammed, he's got a killer Instagram page, and if you're into cars too, fast cars, I had a couple buddies that were into like the Subarus and the WRXs, and I had a buddy that actually put
those are cool. Those are kind of cool
in his. Yeah, I just never could afford. I was never a truck guy, like a desert guy. I like working on my truck, but I'm not like getting what's it called, King's suspension and stuff like that. I don't know. I think that's something you're kind of grandfathered into, like your dad and your grandfather knew about like muscle cars or Dodge Chargers. I never had that dad. My dad was a surfer coach, Little League Braj. But no, I just love. It just feels like working on your car is the ultimate, like, feel good, you did it yourself thing in the world. Everyone can clean their house. Everybody could paint a room, but like, hey, like I literally just put shocks on my car, or I literally just like put on my own clutch or something. You're like, I just saved $1,000, and the car's running
I just
good.
had
Like, this feels good. This feels good. Come on down.
My wife's stepdad. Well, we had some family in
Welded.
town. Wow. My wife's stepdad was helping me with some brakes stuff because my car still won't roll on a hill.
Wait, what?
Yeah, like if I park on a hill, and it's a manual, so like I don't get like a park. I have a parking brake.
Pull that brake. Always use.
If it was at a steep hill, it would roll a little bit.
With the emergency brake on?
Yes.
Okay, you got to get that fixed, man, and always pull your emergency brake, man, because if you don't, the weight
of
your whole
transmission. My stepdad was here, and he fixed that for me. Yeah, and that was the moment where I was like, if this garage was not a brewery, it would be for car stuff.
I play around with the idea of starting a new YouTube channel, working on my car and stuff like that. I'd want like at least a 2-car garage, or like I don't know. I got a cousin who's got a 4-car garage. It looks like a little airport hangar. It just wouldn't work where I live, but I do entertain the idea of that. Or I don't know.
No, I would.
Finish carpentry. You're just making rocking chairs and spice racks, and just hanging out with a jigsaw all day. All that stuff's pretty cool. I mean, I could put some of that stuff on the channel. A, I don't have a jigsaw with me right now, but B, making a video about like how to make a wine rack or something that's really cool, and then cut some holes upside down and hang some wine glasses upside down, or make a cool little, I don't know, little whiskey bar thing or something. It'd be cool. Chris Leslie, I'd do a cooking channel if I didn't have a kid that plays sports. Yeah. I mean, I probably wouldn't even have Homebrew for Life if I had a kid, man. I mean, all my disposable income time goes into the channel. No e-brake. A manual, always park in reverse. Never heard that one before, G60 guy. What's the deal with that?
Yeah, I'd love to a little context to that. I've never
Little
parked in reverse.
insight.
That sounds like a bad stall waiting to happen.
I just never heard that, but I'm intrigued, man. I think we got 71 people here watching right now. We might have another NBC on the old horizon, man. But it's good to see Aliez in here. Chris Leslie, it's been a minute, man. Tell Andy I said what up, you Brajes, Trevor, all the Vancouver Island bros, Brajes. Just how we doing on time, man? Does it feel like we've been here for an hour?
It does not feel like it's been an hour, no.
Did you spike the 2,000 yet?
I haven't checked. Let's see.
There's only one way to find out, you Braj. Board games
let me
channel.
check on my phone because it's more accurate on YouTube Studio.
I'll tell you right now.
My guess is probably not, though. Not that. I feel a lot of our subscribers now have already been subscribed to me. You know.
I wish I had
Tony?
Hey, we're chilling, man. We got a lot of love.
I usually, I'll put my
subscribed.
gear in. I'll park in first. Yeah, I usually will park in first.
This is for Pony Pasture, who just shut up, Mr. Derek. I'm not going to say his last name, even though I know it. Out there in Virginia, he sent me this glass. I was actually rocking it last night, man. Cheers, Derek. Good seeing you, man. Pony Pasture in the house.
Pony Pasture.
Oh, yeah. And if anybody's interested in doing sticker trades, check out his Instagram. He's got a lot of cool stuff.
Yes. I've seen
There's
quite a
Theron. There's Theron. There's Theron. It can't roll forward if it's in reverse. Kevin Altman knows what's up. Well, riddle me this. Put it in reverse and put the e-brake on. It can't hurt to have the e-brake on.
No, I have the brake on and I park in first. Yeah, that's usually how I do it.
Thanks, Pony.
It's just peace of mind. It's just peace of mind. Like I don't. But it's for now. For now, I think it's good. I may need to get a little work done on it in the future, but for now, I think it's good.
Jonathan Paulson's on it, man. He's got to connect with Pony Pasture. Sticker trades in the house, man. Let us know. Cody Way had a 70 Z28. Put it in reverse to get the key out. That is some like.
That's weird.
Gomez Adams touched the fireplace, turn around. Now you're in some crazy car shit, man. But you know what? I like that, Cody.
I'm going to a car show next weekend
In Austin?
No, it's actually in Houston. I'm going to be in Houston for
nice,
another thing.
Nice.
But I'm going to take my car to a car show.
Hell yeah.
So that's going to be fun. It's going to be expensive.
Just to get
only because gas, because it's like $70 to fill up my car right now.
What's gas in Texas right now? $5?
For me, I have premium. I have to fill up on premium.
I knew that.
So it's probably like $4.10, $4.15. I probably paid as much as like $4.30 a gallon,
which is high.
Which is very high.
Well, what's it going in California right now? Did it ever break $7 or $7.50?
It's probably been crazy in California. I can probably look California gas prices.
We'll type like San Francisco, LA, or San Diego. I don't know. It's probably all the same. It's probably the same.
Some places are saying around $5 to $6.
Oh, it's a lot more than that.
5.7 is California's average.
Bruce showed Zach Pearson. It's close to 6 and 640. I think it was mid 6s when I took off, and that was. I've been here for almost a month, man. I've almost been here for 1 month. Come on down, CH. 650, 496 for diesel. That's so weird. Diesel used to be $1 cheaper, and the tables have turned, man. Now it's $1 more. And I got a buddy with a diesel car. It's funny. They refer to gas cars as gas cars. People that drive diesel. They're like, what's your truck? Is it a gas truck? You're like, yeah, as opposed to what? Like, oh, we got diesel out here. Like, I don't fucking know diesel. I don't remember diesel in California. But they're expensive, man. Trucks are really expensive out here. I had a buddy who dropped like $25,000 on an old Ford 2500 Cuz who was on the stream a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, I remember that.
$25,000 for a Ford F-250?
I could see
got
that.
Like 100,000 miles on it. I don't know, man. I thought they depreciate a lot faster than that. I mean, I know Tacomas and Tundras hold their value, but I don't know, man. Truck season. Chris Leslie, $2 Canadian a liter. So that's like, yeah. Pony Pasture out there in Virginia, $3.78. It was the cheapest in Memphis. It was about $3.75. It was about $3.75. And then there's like, what's the little place right next to my house? Kenjo. It's like a 7-Eleven. If you sign up for their little rewards things and, you know, buy their free coffees or, you know, 11 coffees and the 12th one's free or some bullshit, you can get gas under $4 a gallon out here.
Yeah, I use I have 7-Eleven rewards and I get 11%. I get 11 cents off a gallon, and it still costs me $65 to fill it up.
Right. Well, I'll
take every penny, right? That's why I did it. Like I will take every penny I can to save. But
I hear that, man. And with that being said, let's go to the bar and spend $400 each. Note, Alyaz Mohammed knows what's up. Diesel trucks really hold their value. I know some guys that have diesel trucks that get like well over 500,000 miles on their transmissions, and they claim it can get up to 1 million. I have a buddy who's got I think it's called an Allison. He's got an Allison transmission. It looks brand new, but his car's got like 400,000 miles on it, and it's not even phased. So yeah, diesel can go the extra mile. Sam's Club, Lynn Schaefer, she's still in here. We were hanging out today. $370 worth of ownership.
A 2002 C5 Corvette, Minnesota Fats. It's a lot of fun. I've had it for probably 2 or 3 months now. I bought it off of a friend of mine. It's nice. It's modded. It's had a little work done to it. I enjoy driving it. I haven't done anything too crazy. I put in a backup camera and touchscreen radio for Apple CarPlay. I replaced some small stuff. I got a little bit of work to do. I need to get a new battery. I need to replace some fuses. That kind of stuff.
Little red Corvette.
But it's cool. I enjoy my car. I was driving a
$100 for
a Focus RS right before I got it, but I got tired of the back seat. I was like, I don't need a back seat right now. Like, if there's any time for me to have a Corvette and like have a 2-seater, it's right now. So I was looking at 2-seaters for like a year and a half, and then eventually pulled the trigger on my buddy's Corvette because he was looking to get out of the 2 cars he was in, and downsize to 1. So we got a Mustang Mach 1, as you do.
Hell yeah. What up, Jerome Haskins in the house? Come on down.
I would love to drift, bro. Alyaz, I would love to drift in my car.
It's hot in here.
I've got a wide body kit on it, so it has a hard time sticking to the ground sometimes. And I don't want to buy new tires because tires for this body kit is going to be like $3,000, and I don't want to do that. It's expensive having this kind of car. I had to rebuild the transmission, and that cost me like $8,000. That was a whole thing. Yeah, I'm well past dropping thousands and thousands of dollars. I'm trying to do only like, increments at a time. I don't want to do that again. Let's see. I
want to turn the fan on, but I'm afraid that the microphone might pick it up. There's only one way to
I'll let you know if it does. I've got a beer here, but I'm afraid that it's too warm, and I don't want it to make a mess in here. So I'm going to go grab something else. So I'll be right back, okay?
That feels good. I can hold it down. I think I can hold it down. What's going on? I'm still talking cars. All right, here's beer number 4 of the night. We're still sticking with Lagunitas. I'm really happy that Tennessee has Lagunitas out here. That's a loud fan. Can you guys hear that? The one with a little poochie on it. There's a little pooch. There's a little pooch up there. There we go. Pony Pasture. I got a question. Let me read it over here. Question. Did my first pressure fermentation last batch on my Firmzilla. It was a smash IPA 2-row with Azaka hops with dry lutries. Came out kind of sour. Doesn't seem infected. Any ideas? I would give it more time. I've had that happen to me before. I don't think it's got anything to do with your spunning valve or pressure fermentation. I don't know. I think stuff like that just happens sometimes, but I've done that before and it's come out kind of sour. and it's gone away after time. So thanks, Tyler. Good to know. Thanks, Ben. So give it another week. The problem with me is I would still probably drink it super fast because I just love sours, whether it's, purposely infected or it's, I infected it with lactobacillus. But I'd give it some time, Pony. If anybody else has got something for him, let us know in the comments section, please. What up, Endo Fanera? 1983, man. Ed Wonderboy. Got some Deschutes freshly squeezed over here. That used to be my favorite beer by so far. And it still is. I just haven't seen it in 2 shakes of a lamb's tail.
All right, we are back. Pony Pasture asked, did you answer that? Did my pressure fermentation last batch of my friends
I would say just give it some time. Give it some time, and it could go away. Infection does go away. I only had a few infected beers, but more often than not, I just gave it some time, and it kind of went away. CH, it was wired. I will give it another week or two. Yeah, I mean that's.
Did you dry hop with it? How did you? Where do you think the infection could have come from?
The key to drinking super shitty beer is drink 6 good beers before that, and then switch to the super shitty beer, and you won't mind it as much. Waco in the house. Weld at 321.
What's up, Weldit? Pass through Waco all the time when I'm leaving Austin to go visit family in the Fort Worth area.
Wow.
I would. I mean, I don't know. I guess on the thing from Pony. I'd consider how much yeast you pitched because I have a lot of Kvike strain. Not a lot, but certain Kvike strains prefer to be over pitched. So there's something like that, or maybe it was stressed out. I don't know. That's a really weird thing. Or yeah, obviously, infection is quite the option.
Speaking of trying to pronounce the word Kvike, did you watch Genus's Brewery or Genus Brewery? Genus's TikTok or one of their reels about Peter running around screaming Kvike? Did anybody see that except me?
No, I guess I haven't seen that. No, it's a TikTok from Genus.
It's a TikTok or it's a reel, but I wasn't ready for it, man. I was laughing my ass off, and I'm not going to try to impersonate it. But Peter, he wears like short shorts. Peter looks like who's the guy from the '80s? Russell Simmons, Gene Simmons. Sometimes he dresses up like Gene Simmons.
I think so. Is it the lead singer of Kiss?
No, it's the dude that has like the Sideshow Bob haircut. He's always flamboyantly gay and doing cartwheels, trying to get everybody to lose weight.
Oh.
Sometimes Peter dresses like him. I don't think he means to, but he does. And he's running around screaming Kvike, but he looks like a Pokemon. I'll try to find the video.
That's really funny.
Richard Simmons. Yeah, Richard Simmons.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I'm going to hit up Peter right now. I got to get Peter on, man. I want to talk to him about, like, just what happened with Logan and what's going on with that channel, man.
Yeah, it'd be nice to talk to Genus Brewing.
They just do the stream. On Sundays, and I'm either explosively hungover for that, or there's a football game on. Yeah. So, I don't know. We'll get him on. We'll get something going. Tyler just mentioned dry hopping, and I was reminded of something that nobody really talks about. Do you star sand the little mesh bag and magnet? Yeah, for sure.
Yes, you do.
And add your dry hops in there to avoid infection? Yeah, I mean, star sand's what? $1 an ounce, 50 cents an ounce.
You want any time after the boil, you want to sanitize everything. I'm guilty of not sanitizing a hot bag when I dry hop. And that's on me. Luckily, knock on wood, that I haven't gotten an infection from that. But yes, it is entirely possible that you could have gotten an infection from not sanitizing that hot bag. That's entirely possible. I don't want it to go too far without mentioning it. Weldit 321 mentioned that Austin Homebrew closed, which is it hit home.
Man.
It really did.
Our homebrew stores are dropping like flies nationwide, man.
Austin Homebrew was owned by Adventures in Homebrewing. Which I'm pretty sure it was owned by Northern Brewer or something to that effect. I don't remember the specifics, but
I'm gonna pull that up. Why do I know
told
that?
them to close down the in store operations, and it's only going to operate as. I don't know if anything's going to take that place. Probably not because of the warehouse attached to it. Rather, because of the space they have all dedicated to homebrewing stuff already.
Never bought anything off this. Now it's called homebrewing.org. FYI, just Adventures in Homebrewing, their domain, when I pulled it up, it's homebrewing.org. So maybe there was a buyout or a rebrand. Thank you, Theron. Like Sharon.
Thank you, Theron.
Just like Sharon. Star sand or boil the hot bags. Yeah, sure.
Yep.
Yeah. Or, you don't have to boil it. Anything over 180 degrees. Bacteria will not survive. And getting to 180 degrees doesn't take that long.
It definitely sucked, especially since like they're doing sales and stuff right now.
Yeah.
But it's really hard to get anything delivered. But I wanted there's like a sale on their 2 bags of Turo right now. And I would love to buy a 50-pound bag of Turo, but it would cost $50 to get it shipped, and there's no way to pick it up in store.
No.
Like, why would you even show me that it's on sale right now?
No.
If I can't pick it up and it's $50 to get it shipped, like it makes no sense.
That's when you need a friend who owns a brewery because they'll hook you up. And then you go drive your ass over there, you pick it up, you throw it into your own car, and you just got a 55-pound bag of Turo for $40. That's how that works.
I need to make friends with the people that own the breweries I go to then, because I'm in breweries all the time. Like every other week, I'm in a brewery one way or another.
Yeah.
And I've talked to people that work there, but I've never talked to people that own it or.
I mean, it couldn't hurt to ask. Let them know you have a channel. Maybe you can do a collab. But shipping's based off weight and size, and a 55-pound bag of grain is not something that is going to be a priority mail flat rate box, unless you're spending thousands and thousands of dollars, and we're not. So
no, I've thought about it. I've thought about doing a collab with a local brewery.
Yeah.
I haven't actually taken the steps to email them or talk to them about it, but I've had ideas of I could do this here, or I've done my blind taste test at a brewery once, and that was kind of an on the fly thing. I would love to do some sort of, I wouldn't call it a collab, but I would love to have a space, dedicated space for me to do my thing at the brewery, opposed to kind of what we did. But it worked out. I don't want free shit from breweries. Yeah.
You want to be cool too. You don't just want to go in there and be like, hey, can you guys hook up a grain bag? You're like, no, you want to be buddy with these guys. And I worked at a brewery, so I was able to ask. And then 2 of my childhood best friends or neighborhood friends I grew up with, Battle Mage, they were like, yeah, man, no questions asked. And the breweries will swear by what's one thing we don't really talk about, or homebrewers don't talk about. We talk about Turo. We talk about Maris Otter. We talk about Golden Promise. We talk about base malt. We don't talk about the actual farmers, these guys Roar. There'll be a brewery that does RAR. There'll be a brewery that does Great Western, something Western. What's the new one? It comes in a different style bag.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, there's 10 different farmers that do a 2-row, and certain breweries change that around a lot. And I don't know. That's a very kind of in-depth homebrew conversation, but I've bounced around between a couple breweries picking up base malt, depending on Great Western. What was my last?
It sounds familiar. I think that's it. Great Western.
Who are the farmers out there? There's Wireman, there's RAR, something Western. Somebody help me out. There's 10 Bodine's Brews in the house, man.
Bodine's.
We were worried about Bodine's, man. We thought we thought he passed away, or even worse, quit homebrewing, man. No, I'm kidding. But I think the last time I bought it, it was off Battle Mage, 55-pound bag for $40. They get it for $37. Here's my Breeze. Great Western. Thank you. Breeze is the big one. Thank you, Zach. Thank you, Noam. Thank you, Weld It. Great Western. Yeah, that was Battle Mage uses them. And then I've got a couple breweries who do the silo thing, and that's a power move. Because if you can get a silo in there, you're getting your I think you're cutting your pound in half, right? So what do we pay as homebrewers for a pound of base malt? Like $1.50 a pound, maybe $1.25
I mean,
for 2 row?
if you buy it in bulk, it's cheaper. But if you're buying it by the pound
By
for
the
your
pound.
recipe, it may be like 160, 170. At least for me in my homebrew stores, it's probably it's less than $2 a pound for base malt.
Not significant, because what do you spend? What are you buying? 10 pounds, 12 pounds tops, double IPA,
I mean,
13, 14 pounds?
I mean,
That's
it
a
depends,
lot.
right? Like my Imperial IPA, the one that I sent off for competition, and the one that I sent
Viking
off
malt.
for to Asheville,
Chris Vodka.
that was 20 total pounds of grains, probably
25 bucks.
15 pounds of base malt. I can check, but
Yeah.
it was like a significant amount of base malt. And even like with some of the other recipes that I have in mind right now, I've got a lot of just like ideas and styles, beers I want to brew.
That's a power move. Keep your batches under $30, man. And the hops are the things that are
sometimes it's hard. I've got like I've got
when you're starting out.
aspirations,
When you're starting out,
I've got like there's a I'm gonna redo my honey blonde, except instead of like honey malts, I'm gonna use honey cereal. Like one of my absolute favorite cereals is a honey-based cereal. Rather,
Gets
it's meant to
expensive.
taste like honey. It's not real honey, but I love that cereal, and I love cereal beers, so I'm gonna give it a go. Minnesota Fats asks how long uncrushed grains last. I mean, if they're kept safe and dry, they can last a year.
I wouldn't do a year, but John Palmer in his book, he says 2 weeks, but I think there was a lot of scare tactics.
I mean, if
their point of reference was like how long does bread last?
I mean, unmilled grains, right? Like I have
No, milled grains. Wait, is that
did it say milled? I thought I read uncrushed. It says uncrushed grains. How long do uncrushed grains last?
3 years at Homebrew for Life, man. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I would. Yeah, they last years.
And then,
with if they're kept in a if they're kept in a reasonable place.
And then crushed grains, I would do no longer than 1 month. And as a homebrewer, it's like whatever. You just wasted $10 or $15, but it would be the more you scale up, the more of a bummer it would be. But back to having a silo conversation. So we talked about, we'll say that the safe bet for base malts is $1.50. We're talking Golden Promise. Maris Sauter's a little bit more expensive. 2 rows the cheapest.
Yeah, Maris Sauter's expensive.
Pilsner malt's a little bit more expensive, a little bit harder to get, a little harder to come by. We'll call it $1.50. So let's say if you can get a buddy to sell you a 55-pound bag of any of those malts, 55-pound bag for $40, what are we talking? 80 cents. So we just cut our grain bill in half. If you get a silo, it goes down to like less than 40 cents a pound. It's like 35 cents. So you're cutting. You just went from half to half again, and that's a very good thing to have as a brewery, because that means you are making a lot of beer consistently, and that means if you're making a lot of beer, what are you doing? You're selling a lot of beer. People are enjoying your beer. So, Chris Vodka, I go through 3 50-pound bags a year. That's probably more than me. Well, it all depends, because if you're doing single malt, single hop stuff, you're going to go through your stuff a lot faster. But if you really want to have like 10 different grains on your bill, that 55-pound bag is going to last maybe twice as long. All grains are up to this year. Corn is over $7. All grains are up to. Yeah, I got to go over to Lynn Schaefer. I don't know if she's still in the chat, but she said there's a homebrew store right by her house. I got to start brewing again, man. Homebrew for Life just became poser forever pretty fast, but we'll get it back. You got my word on that, Brajes. Yeah, Brandon Edwards, and you got to get those nice, I don't know, I think they're called Velta. It's the dog food containers on Amazon, $30, 55-pound bag or 50-pound.
Oh yeah, that's what I've got.
Yeah, with the big cog seal wheel on it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I love them. I've got 3 of them. I've got 2 50-pound and I got a 20-pound.
Yeah. Neil Spear, what's my go-to base malt? Well, 2 row is the most accessible for me to get. It was Great Western 2 row at the end. But anything I did that I wanted to be a light beer was 2 row for the base malt. And then everything I did that was a pale ale to the darkest stout Midnight, Wheat 3. What was the stuff that we use from Wireman? Cinnamar. Anything darker than a pale. Maris Otter was my my go-to for the base malt.
I used I love keeping 2-row on hand.
Chris
I like to keep, at least for one of my, I mentioned I have two 50-pound ones and I have one 20-pound one. The 20-pound one I usually keep like Pilsner in.
Nice.
When it comes to the 50-pound ones, I almost always have 2-row on hand. I just ran out in one of my recent brews, so I don't have any right now. But I like to keep 2-row and something like, it was Maris Otter, but I just ran out of that too. And the other, I don't want to get 50 pounds of Golden Promise because that's expensive. Like that is going to cost wow, I looked it up. My local homebrew store, is a 50-pound bag of Golden Promise is like $80 or some shit like that.
It's not even worth buying it in bulk then.
No, not at all. Not at all. So I'm probably not going to do that. I've got 2 recipes right now, both of which call for both call for Golden Promise, which tells me I should buy it in bulk. And I would love to buy a 50-pound bag, but right now it costs way more. At least, I don't know. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure, of a 50-pound bag. I'm going to look it up right now. Because I'm pretty sure like a 50-pound bag was going to cost me quite a bit.
Gnome grown. Did you guys see Chris Vodka's haircut the other night, man? That guy was fucking looking good.
Yeah, a 55-pound of Simpson's Golden Promise from my local homebrew store is $85 right now.
That's you want to go pick it up though, right? You want to go pick it up. There's no way you would ever want that shit.
That's still picking it. That's just,
you got to be brewing a lot for that.
No, it's not worth it.
No.
It costs how much per pound? It's $2 per pound, $2.14 per pound.
That's expensive.
So
maybe California was cheaper. Or maybe it's just,
at least for that one in particular, it could be that Golden Promise. It costs more for. I don't know. Let me check the other, what used to be the local.
I'm on Pony's page. I get it for about $37-$40.
Come here.
Really?
Yeah.
It'd be easier to buy it from somebody and have it shipped to me. Whatever. That's something I can look into later on. But yeah, Golden Promise. I've got a let me think. I've got a white stout that I want to do. That one I want to use Golden Promise for. And I have a pale ale that I want to use some Golden Promise for. No, it's a raw hazy. I'm gonna do a hazy with Golden Promise.
Chris Vodka's cracking me up, man. What up, Tom Knight? No more triples. It's session beer economy. Yeah, I hear that. What's the most amount of grain you've ever put into a 5-gallon batch?
20 pounds.
20 pounds. What was that? Like a 12% beer?
It was.
It has Golden Promise.
It was my Imperial IPA. It was like 19 pounds and something.
What was your OG, like 1075?
I don't. It was like 1077. I think 1077.
Yeah. That's a good YouTube video.
I maxed out the clawhammer system, and it was great. Like this, I love the clawhammer system. But in the first time that I did, that I maxed it out, I had like 50%, like 57% mash efficiency, because like it was just like you just fill up the entire system just full of grain,
I gotta do some epic mealtime shit with a Homebrew for Life video where it's like, hey, today we're gonna try to make like a 30% beer and just buy like nothing but dry malt extract or liquid malt extract, and just have
like a 2-pound batch, like 3-pound batch.
Instead of having a 5-gallon batch, have a 5-gallon yeast starter, just a 5-gallon commercial pitch.
That would get views for sure. That would for sure get.
I don't even care if it's dry yeast or liquid malt extract or DME or like the powdered Gatorade shit or the Kool-Aid shit, man. Like let's just go old school epic mealtime and see if we can come up with like the ultimate Pruno or something. I'm into that video. I'm gonna write that down.
That sounds closer to
what do we call it?
Like spirits side,
Well, I think like realistically, you can't get over like 20% or 22% without actually distilling. But I don't know. That's just kind of word around the campfire.
I mean, probably, because after a while, and like it depends, right? Because you need so much yeast to eat away that much sugar. So there's gonna be a bell curve to where it just doesn't make sense anymore.
Or it's just absolutely disgusting, but it's going to get you insanely drunk.
Yeah, absolutely smashed. Yeah,
I'm down. Hey, I love seeing all the green in here, man. Tom Mellon, Zach
yeah,
Pearson,
it's so cool.
Gfunkd in the house, man. Gnome Brewing shut us down, man. We tried to hang out with him, man, but he threw us away like a parking ticket, man. Kool-Aid Pale Ale. God, that sounds like something.
I would try it. I mean, I would try it. I love taking like a, if I was to open a brewery, I've got this idea of doing like one recipe, but break it up into like 5 batches or like 4 batches.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like each batch is a different like fruit flavor or candy or cereal or something. I don't know.
Frobbies.
But there's something there, and I would love to do like a generic pale ale recipe that is on its own good, but when you separate it, you transfer into 4 different fermenters, and then you throw in fruit into every fermenter. Like, that sounds amazing.
Gnome is the mellowest guy ever, and he always thinks like he's stepping on everybody's toes.
Gnome is dope.
We've got a couple more beers, man. Gnome, it's Zach Pearson, man. There's the H4L emoji. I got to get more of those going, man. I want to get the little diarrhea one. Braj.
I'll be down to pass the torch on to Gnome. I am.
You're not going anywhere.
I've got a meeting. I've got meetings in the morning, so I'd be down to pass.
We're gonna do the 3-way, man. Chinese finger trap drill, man. Thought you knew. Brandon Edwards, come on down, you sweet boy.
Brandon Edwards.
Wow.
Or Zach Pearson. Who did we have on last time? We had Chris Vodka and we had Chris Radiation in the house, man. That was cool as shit. Michael Wall, what's the highest ABV beer that we can make as homebrewers? 10%? Much higher, but I really don't know. I don't really know. I think I did a 15% beer once. It was gross, but it worked.
I mean, yeah, after there's
alcohol test, check. Winning any awards anytime soon?
Limit to,
nope.
Well, you need to take into consideration BUGU, your bittering units and your gravity units, because if it's too much alcohol with not enough hop, it's just gonna burn. It's just not gonna taste good. But if you go the other way around, where there's too much hop, then it's just gonna be a different type of burn, I guess. But yeah, I mean, realistically, I could see probably like 18% is that would be barley wine, right? Like that would be a mix. Like it's barely beer
Scotch
anymore.
Ale.
But I would probably say that I would probably say 18%. Like 17% is probably because even after a while, even if you are doing like a 3-gallon batch,
I would cheat.
17% beer is gonna still be like 25-30 pounds.
And I would cheat.
Grains.
I would cheat. I would do a bunch of dry malt extract. Dry malt extract is cheaper than liquid malt extracts. Liquid malt extract's like $3 or $4.
And you could easily do like 15 pounds of malt extract, and we could probably do like 20 or 30 pounds of malt extract in a 3-gallon batch. I mean, just get 3 gallons of water boiling. And then you put every bag, 5 bags of 5-pound batches of dry malt extract.
Well, what would be the go-to? I mean, if we're just trying to make like the potency, I would probably do a braggot, which is half beer, half honey, and which isn't hard because meads are typically about 13 or 14%. But that'd be a good YouTube video. Make a braggot, 1-gallon braggot, or forget the honey. Just what's the most highest ABV you could make, and realistically,
1-gallon batch.
You don't want
of like 25 pounds of grains or something like that.
You don't want a 5-gallon batch of 20% beer, especially when you are 37 years old in Tennessee and don't have anybody to drink it with, man.
I'm gonna create a recipe right now. Add recipe. I'm going to change it so that it's a 1-gallon batch. And I'm going to add 10 pounds of 2-row.
You want Beersmith or you want Brewfather?
Brewfather.
Braj Father.
I love Brewfather. It is absolutely amazing. Yeah, so 10 pounds of 2-row in a 1-gallon batch. is 21.8%. So that to me is 22%, and that's still about 3 gallons of mash water.
That sounds like a party time James video because that's just
Yeah,
party
but
time
it's just
written
10
all
pounds
over
of
it.
10 pounds of Guturo.
Party time.
So like even if you were to do 10 pounds of like liquid malt extract, let me see what that would look like. Liquid, actually dry. You're right, dry malt extract because it'd be cheaper.
Liquid's very expensive. Well, I mean, it was when I was into it.
So if you did a 10 pounds of Munich malt extract, that's 37%.
Say that again. Sorry, I'm sectioning my dad. What'd you just say?
10 pounds of Munich dry malt extract from Breeze
Okay.
is 37%.
In a one batch system.
In a 1 gallon batch. So you could do.
Now we're cooking with grease, man. Now
So if you did a
we've got
1
it
gallon batch
figured
of
out.
5 pounds of dry malt extract, that looks like
Party
it's
time for the day.
18%.
I like
That's
that.
20%.
I like
20%
that.
almost.
I like that in the 1 gallon format. I like that because I would do that, and I like that because it would make a good YouTube video. Just it's there if you want to do it. If not, I'm gonna do it, or we could both do it. That could be our collab.
I mean, I don't know, man. That's not that. I don't know if I want to do that. I'm not
It's
gonna lie.
1 gallon.
I mean, I would taste it if you sent one to me. I would taste it, but do I want to spend my time like making one so that I could have a like to have a gallon of that? No, I don't. I don't want to do that.
Noam has his 50th coming up.
50th what batch?
Yeah, 50th what? Not
Yeah,
sure
are
what
you
I'm gonna
turning
do.
50,
Maybe a bar.
Noam?
Noam is not. Noam's turning 16 in 3 years.
Yeah, Gnome is not 50 years old.
T-Man knocked out my first brew in a bag using a 22-pound grain bill, 15-gallon kettle. Super stoked to get 6
Yeah, that sounds
gallons.
amazing.
Right on, Tito. That's awesome, Braj. Cheers, man. Good seeing
That
you in
sounds
here.
awesome.
Mr. Arista is in the hat. Gnome Brewing is what?
Let it sit
50th
for a long
batch?
time. You're right.
Gnome, what's your 50th? What is Gnome's 50th?
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know what 50th is. Like 50th year?
He's turning 50 years old. We're kidding,
Is
Gnome.
Gnome turning
We're kidding,
50?
Gnome. I know Gnome's my age. I didn't put him on that either. All right, we got Alyaz. We're bringing him in too.
50th batch. Okay.
We're gonna go.
You've brewed 50 beers? Wow. I feel like I've brewed a lot of beer, man.
We're pulling.
I've easily brewed over like probably close to 200 batches now.
Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. All right, we got him. All right, Just, we're hanging out with Alyaz. I hope we're saying his name right.
Alyaz.
He's gonna come here and be like, dude, you fucking dumb motherfuckers, man. It's called Ishmael this whole time. All right, here we go. Let's pull him in here. Alyaz. Group DM. I'm pulling you guys up here. Whoa, 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 whoa. CH is going Wizard of Oz. We're going. There's something like that. Sorry. Alyaz.
What's up, Alyaz?
What's good? I'll be right back. I'm gonna go turn off the TV real
What
quick.
up, dude? Welcome to
I
Brajville.
can see him. I can hear him.
Population
Yeah.
3. All right,
I'll be right back. I'm gonna go turn off the TV.
Dude, okay. Let me hold on. Let me pull up Just. Just, you still with me?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Right on, Braj. All right, why does it keep doing that? Let me go to. We're gonna go to. I'll get you guys in here. I promise. Do I? Yeah, I promise. That's the chat. Chat's got to stay here. That's. Where's window capture? Which window capture is it? Josh, you still with me?
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. I see it. I was clicking on the wrong one. I got to delete one. There's Just. Where's Mr.
We're
Muhammad?
here.
Where is he?
I'm back. Can you hear me?
Yeah, what up, dude? Oh, you guys are in the middle.
How you
Okay.
doing, man?
I'm chilling like a villain on penicillin, man. Good to see you. Let me pull this up. 1 second. Let's go to full screen. No, it didn't
Sorry, I
work.
don't mean to laugh.
What's going on, man? We'll figure this out. It's gonna work, man. Pop out. Something like that, maybe. We're gonna figure this out. We're all in
I'm
this
gonna run to the bathroom while
together.
you're working on that.
together. What are you doing?
I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick.
All right. Oh yeah. Sorry about this. We're gonna make it happen though.
It's all good.
How's your night
Good to
going,
finally
man?
be on. It was good. I just was golfing earlier today
Hell yeah, you were.
and fucking eagled the par four on the 18th hole.
Nice, Braj.
Drove the green and putted it right in.
Hey, good for you, man. I haven't played in a while, man, but I know the lingo and I miss the game a lot. What happened? Let me pull this shit up. We're getting trolled. Sign AC. Huh. All right, let me go to. What the hell just happened? Pop out. Okay, so I've got Just right there. My only problem is no, it's not gonna work. Let's go to. Dun, 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 dun. Guys, it'll all be over soon. It'll all be over soon. This is not ideal. That's not the one. All right. Sorry, Alias. We're going to make it work, dog. Just stick with me, man. We've got a little bit of a Chinese fire drill going on right now, but we've been here before.
And everything here.
And we're going to be here again. So let's go to... What happened? Let's go to...
Back.
All right. Is Just here?
I'm here.
Just is here.
I think so.
All right.
At
here we
least
go.
physically speaking, I am in the room that I was in before.
I'm going to boot you guys and bring you right back. So we're going to go
Sure.
to... All right. Stay with me. All right, then we're going to go to join video call. I don't know why it's putting me in the center, but you know what? This is what we're going to work with.
I can try. I can leave if you want,
no,
or like
not at
one
all.
of us can
No
leave
one's going anywhere.
if that helps.
I got it figured out. CH is going to be little baby CH. Look at this. Whoa. I look like the last level head boss from Star Fox. Andros. There it is. What's up, Alias?
Was good.
Oh, dude. Another day, another diaper. Let's get this going over here.
Oh shit.
Yeah, thanks for being here, man. So this is Alias. He's a home brewer, dude. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
All right. So I live in the Austin area. I've been brewing for about 2.5 years now,
Right on, brother.
and kind of created like my own brand of my quote unquote brewery, which is called Brownman Brewing.
Wait, you have a brewery?
So, well, it's a home brewery kind of thing.
That's a brewery.
So I have like 2 Instagram channels. Like my Oliosmo is like all my racing, travel, all that stuff.
Is that the one I follow?
And then, yeah, I think you follow that one. And then you've seen some of my stuff on Brownman Brewing as well.
Yeah.
And so that's where I post like all my beers, the BBQ and stuff like that. So been getting really big into barbecuing and whatnot, and recently joined my buddy's barbecue team, and we came 21st out of 175 for ribs at Austin Barbecue.
Hey, congratulations, man. That's awesome.
Thanks, man.
Things about as good as we're going to get,
and,
man. We're chilling,
and
man.
yeah, I've been drifting for like 3 years now.
Right on, brother.
You ever like on and off, and so been around cars since I was probably like 12, maybe.
How old are you?
I'm 28.
Okay, so you're like 3 years younger than me. Dun-dun-sh. No, I'm kidding. You're like 10 years younger than me. Yeah. Well, we're chilling, man. I'm glad you're here, Alias. What are you drinking tonight, Braj?
Just Topo Chico hard seltzer.
Oh, how is
it? It's all right. It's a little bit on the sweet side, but I got a case of them for free, so I was like, whatever.
Is that the one that Coca-Cola owns?
That's a good question.
Now I've got the
Trademark
the
of
double West
Coca-Cola
Coast right
company.
here.
All right, Just, we're on a mission tonight. We each have to drink 4 more beers.
4 more. This is 8%, so I think
All
maybe
right.
1 or 2 of these count.
Okay, I'll drink a couple. I'll chill out a little bit, man. I'll chill out a little bit. We got some questions in the comment section. We're coming up on 2 hours. For those who do not know, this is CH. That's Just on the right, and that's Alias Muhammad on the left. Man, he's a home brewer. He's into cars. He's 28 years old, and this is the first time he's been on the stream, man. So give him a come on down, baby.
Get over here!
5 more Gnome Brewing, man. Speaking of hard seltzer, I cleared it with the Kisisol and Cheetah-san. Is there enough yeast left in suspension to bottle carbonate, or do you need to add fresh yeast? I don't have cakes. That's outside my pay grade. I don't know. Does anybody know any questions?
I guess it depends on the yeast that you used. I'm not familiar with those clearing agents either, but I guess it depends on the yeast that you used. If it isn't crazy highly attenuating, then maybe there is enough, but there probably is enough in suspension. If it's
Yeah, I'm
like
gonna go
absolutely
with
crystal clear, then maybe not. But yeah, I would assume it is there's probably enough in suspension, even if it is kind of clear. Um, but yeah, I don't know. That's a really good question.
What do you think,
yeah.
Alias?
So
Sorry, I'm texting my dad again. Sorry. What do you
yeah,
think, Alias?
I'm definitely with Justin on that. Like, if it's crystal clear, it's gonna struggle to carbonate. But like, if it's just like a little bit has a haze, like you'll be fine. And like, if anything, like if you're gonna bottle it, you can like shake it up a little bit just to get that yeast back into suspension, and it'll settle down once you like during the bottling process for
Or
sure.
you could use something like champagne yeast so that you don't have to use as much yeast.
Right, that's
Granted,
true.
like if you're doing like you may need to make a starter or like weigh out your yeast like on a dry yeast if you're using that. But you could use champagne yeast because it ferments a lot quicker, and you won't need as much. So that's definitely an option if you want to spend $4 on a dry pack of champagne yeast, or at least like a couple, right? Because I don't know how much you would need depending on how much you're bottling, but definitely an option. Champagne yeast is used all the time to ferment homebrew. At least I've in my research I've seen it used quite a bit. So I think it could work here, especially um, if you're bottling it and you're able to condition it in there, like just once it's done once that secondary fermentation is done in the bottle, you can leave it in a you can just put it in the fridge and leave it there for like 2 or 3 weeks, and by then if whatever it is in suspension will fall out, and then it'll be like you didn't even do it. You just need to pour it into a glass. You couldn't drink it out of the bottle, but you could just pour it into a glass and everything will be okay.
Who wants to do an NBC? Not just. It's a work
Yeah,
day for
and
Justin.
I could not do an NBC because that would put me well over the edge of
Don't do it,
safely
Just.
attending the meetings I have in the morning.
Don't do it. You just got a promotion, man. We're all proud of you.
Oh, congrats, man.
MB mandatory hard seltzer chug? MBHSC?
HSC, yeah.
That's how all these little kids are going to learn their ABCs, man. Zach Pearson. All right,
ABCs.
let me get a beer. I'll be back.
What part of you? I think you're in what the North Austin area, or are you in the South
Yeah, so
Austin
I'm
area?
Mainer, so like not like too
Northeast.
far northeast. So I'm still south of like Round Rock and Pflugerville.
Yeah, those are like north, super extra
Those
far
are proper north, but like I'm like
like
just
east north. Yeah,
of
no, I got you. I almost moved out
yeah.
to I almost moved to Manor before I moved out to South Austin.
Did you look at like the Whisper Valley area?
I mean, there was like 2 or 3 houses me and my sister were looking at renting while uh because like a lot of them were in a few of them were in Manor while it was up and coming like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
NBCs.
But now I've got coworkers that live out in the area.
Mhm.
But I live like a little bit past the airport, so I'm quite south in the
South,
Sunset
yeah.
Valley area.
How far are you Brajas from each other?
About
Probably like
37
30
minutes is my
minutes.
guess.
Damn,
37
dude.
minutes.
Damn. I was going to move to Austin, but it got too expensive. I was going to move
Austin
anyway.
is
Yeah.
very expensive now.
That's
Yeah.
that's so
expensive.
true, dude. Like everybody's like, "Oh, you're in Austin, you're in Texas. It must be really good." I'm like, "Ooh, prices have changed quite a bit since I've moved." Like
Yeah, it's
I've been in
Yeah.
Austin for 4 years now, and like every year it just gets more and more and more. And I was just like, "Fuck it, I'm buying a house." Like
Yeah, good for you,
before it gets
man.
too much.
28 years old and you're a homeowner in Austin? That's fucking Braj.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
my wife and I are a little too dare I say spontaneous to buy a house. We
Just, you can come
very
live with
much
me in
enjoy just like
Knoxville.
packing up and just leaving if that's something we want to do. But we're renting the house we're in now,
But
and
sure.
we don't plan on leaving Austin. So we're probably going to re-sign this house when our lease is up.
Another year lease.
But yeah, rent is going up, and that's a whole thing to consider as we continue
What up, Donovan?
living here.
Yeah, just I know you got a promotion.
Thank you.
What happened here? All right, let's promote.
Huron is
Brown Men
promoting the
Brewing.
Brown Men Brewing.
Is that you, Alias? Is that one of your 14
Yeah.
Instagram accounts? All right, man. Let's get
Yeah.
some love. And did we
That's
get?
the beer Instagram account, so I guess for everybody who likes, I'm
Yeah.
guessing everybody in this one's gonna like that one more than my
Yeah.
racing and all that stuff.
We got a lot of love in the community, man. I've got, for as obnoxious as I am on Instagram, on YouTube, I don't really do too much Instagram and Facebook stuff, but I figured it out, man. You're gonna like social media a lot more if you just stick with the community. Like, I don't follow my friends and family and all my shitty cousins and selfies and food pictures. I just follow beer, man. So
That's pretty much all Brown Men Brewing. Like, I just
Same
follow
thing.
like
yeah, I don't care that
all my
your
friends who
dog's
do beer, like
wiggling its
people
tail.
who I don't
Yeah.
even know do beer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
People start
my
posting their toddlers and shit.
Instagram,
I'm out.
I get followers all the time, which is
Okay.
great. Don't get me wrong, but I will. I'm more likely to follow you back if you have. I will follow you back if you have beer or brewing in your handle, or at least like something towards the industry. Like, I'm not.
Right.
If your personal account follows mine, that's great. That's awesome. But I'm not gonna follow your personal account on my not personal account. You know.
I'm gonna go.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
yeah.
go a little. I'm gonna go a little real estate investment on here. Cody Way. It's not gonna double, but you're onto something. Nothing's gonna double in a year, but it is relative. And Cody Way, everybody that's in Knoxville right now knows like this is the best time to be in Knoxville. Nashville, it's way too populated. This is a phenomenal town. It's a phenomenal town. And it's not as expensive as Asheville. It's about $50,000 to maybe, I don't know, $80,000 cheaper. We're talking like 3-bedroom, 2 houses versus here versus there. But it's a very good time to buy a place in Knoxville. I might pull the trigger earlier with my dad because I don't want to have to pay a year lease rent and then, own a house. But it is a very good time to buy in Knoxville if you can do it. And that's all I got to say about that. And Zach Pearson says he pays $22,000 a year in rent. That's what I paid in San Diego, $2,000 a month for like damn near nothing.
Jesus.
Yeah. 8-man
Jesus,
Brewing,
that's a
Zach
lot.
Pearson. San Diego's expensive, man, and it's funny because you come out here and everyone's like, "Whoa, dude, the houses are up to $300,000 and $400,000, and gas is $3 a gallon and $4 a gallon." You're like, "What are you guys talking about?" That
Like,
would
that's
last
just normal for you, yeah.
normal for me for
That's
$500.
cheap, like
way back
cheap.
when.
There's no houses in any city or county in San Diego for $400,000 unless it's like a 1-bedroom shack in Lemon Grove. San Diego's ridiculous.
Yeah,
I got a
dude.
buddy he was in here earlier, Matt Johnson. He sells houses up in Napa. And the houses he lists are like $9 million. They're custom homes. They're Napa. It's wine money. It's old
Right.
wine wealth money from the 60s, but like $9 million. Those houses out here are like maybe like $1 million. It's just crazy, man. California's crazy. It's
That's
crazy, Mike. So if anybody, I'm telling you right now, man, the locals are all like Knoxville is a popular spot. There's 150,000 people to live here. What's the population of Austin?
Probably like close to 500,000 or like.
I would guess more. That's a good question though, because that's what
I'm
it comes down
looking it
to.
up right now.
That's what it comes down to.
2019, 950,000. So yeah, I was gonna say
Million
close to a
people.
million.
Yeah, I mean that's what drives the market is
Yeah.
people.
I'm pretty sure
More
we shot
people-
over 1 million by now.
Oh,
Probably.
Like
A lot of people
between
have been ripping
2020
off.
and 2021, like Austin just fucking blew up. Like
Seattle is super expensive. Seattle, Oregon, and California. Seattle and Oregon are almost as expensive
that whole
as
West
California.
Coast is ridiculous,
It's crazy,
dude.
man. It's crazy. Texas is expensive. New York's always been expensive. New York has always been expensive. Boston.
Yep.
Every city.
Yep.
California is gnarly. But if I, for some reason, can't afford to get a house or a couple houses in Knoxville within the year, I'm going to Savannah, Georgia. I don't care at all where I live. I'm never going to get married. I'm never going to have kids. I just want to live in a cheap rat house and be able to travel. And that's going to be my life. And then go to Mexico and die. Like,
It's not a bad life.
Like, what's the guy who's a little midget from Game of Thrones? How does he want to die? 80 years old, belly full of wine, and a girl's
wine
mouth
with
around my cock.
Horse's mouth around his cock. Yeah.
Say your prayers. How do you want to die? Well, I want to be 80, drunk, full of wine, and getting a blowjob. I'm like, nah, I don't know if that happens for too many people, but Brett Vondra, Savannah is sick. Yeah, I've heard a lot of good things about Savannah, and I've heard it's cheaper than Knoxville. I've heard it's cheaper than
My
Knoxville.
neighbor's looking about buying investment property out there.
Do you know, what are those islands out there? What are the islands out there in Georgia? No. Yeah, Georgia's on the beach, right?
George? No.
Georgia has a coast.
Lynn, help me out. Lynn Schaefer, what was the place you just showed me? Lynn Schaefer better be in here. There was a place she just showed me, something like St. Simon Islands. It is expensive. There's islands out there. It might be North Carolina or Georgia. Jekyll. That doesn't. St. Simon's. Alias, check out St. Simon's. Thanks, Lynn. Just check it out. Yeah, Neil knows what's up. Neil Spears, St. Simon Islands, but it's expensive.
St. Simon Islands.
It's super nice, but the cat's out of the bag.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Oh shit! It's right on the coast, dude. That looks
St. Simon.
like it'd be sick.
Yeah, go on Trulia right now. St. Simon Islands.
Hello.
Trulia. You know, people from California never heard of this spot. There's nobody I know that could even name like one city in Georgia, maybe Savannah, but outside of that, nobody.
They could guess Atlanta.
Damn, that's cheap.
Okay.
As someone from Georgia, a lot of people just know Atlanta.
Like that's not bad.
All those shows, like, are you dumber than a 5-year-old? Are true. Like people don't know. Like people in California know Hawaii and Colorado. Yeah, here we go. Check this one out.
These are big houses too.
Dude, this is beautiful. This looks like San Diego. This looks like the town that I grew up in. What's the price on this? $335,000. First time homeowner put down 3 or 4%. It's like $10,000, $7,500.
Oh wait, these are condos. A lot of these are condos, so not just houses.
Hey, condos still go up in value, Braj.
Yeah. I mean, it's still a property you're owning, right? So like at the end of the day, you still build equity and stuff like that.
Okay, this house would be $10 million in Napa, and this is very expensive. This is $3.8 million. The mortgage is only $18,000 a month for. Check this out.
Did you just say $18,000 a month?
For a $4 million house, you'd think it'd be more than that, but yeah, I did say that.
Yeah, I saw that one too.
Okay, so this is expensive. This is more expensive than I have a buddy who's buying property in Florida right now. This kind of looks like the two places he just bought, and this is for $675. Check this out, Jess. Check this out, IS. And this would be probably like $500 in Clearwater or St. Pete's. Click on this one right here. So
yeah, I see what you mean by like only 18.
It's kind of cheap, right?
I mean, yeah, this is a $4 million property, 5 bed, 6 bath. How many square feet? 5,400 square feet on
like
4
the
acres.
White House, dude. What do you, I can't.
I mean,
even
this is cool. This is cool. I would love. I don't know. I mean, for 5 beds though. I mean, Austin. Like I've jokingly looked at multi-million-dollar mansions in Austin, and I don't know.
Nice.
I would prefer more bedrooms for $18,000 a month. I mean. I don't know. In my head, I'm splitting it with like 4 people, like with like 8 people, you know. So if it's like a 9-bedroom place, everyone can have a bedroom and a half. Essentially.
Cheers, Braj.
I just need a place where I can have a shop. That's what I need.
Same with me. I want a garage. I
need a 3-car garage.
I miss my.
Like I have a 2-car garage and it doesn't cut it. Like
what up, Scott S?
I want a place where I can put a lift in it and put my car on a lift, so I can easily do all the fucking shit I need to do to it, because constantly breaking stupid shit.
What do you mean a lift? Like you can get under your car, like an actual like.
Yeah, like a proper lift. Like you would go to like say like I don't know, like Costco do your tires, right? They put it on those post lifts and they
Yeah.
lift it up and then change
Shit,
tires or
man.
whatever.
Baller,
Like,
man.
and so like what's crazy is like I thought lifts were like stupid expensive, like 10K. Like you can get or more, and I was like for a good like two post lift for that can hold like up to like 10 tons, it's like 3K.
Really?
I'm like, I was like, excuse me?
Yeah, I mean, the downside is like you can't move it when it's in place.
Ceiling? How high of a ceiling do you need? Like 12 feet?
So for some of them you can get away with I think a 9 foot ceiling is
Depends on
like
the
the
car
bare
too.
minimum.
Depends on the car.
Yeah,
Huh?
it depends on
It
the
depends
car.
on the car. You can't be putting like
Right,
a.
right. And because like that depends on how high you're gonna be able to lift it,
You got
right?
your Suburban and your
But like the
single car
posts
garage.
are around 9 feet tall, like
Yeah.
for the smaller ones. And then like if you go bigger than that, then yeah, you need a lot more room.
$3
And
grand, huh?
so yeah, and I was just like,
Yeah,
that's
Michael
not
Wall. That's
bad
what
at all.
all he has is saying. No, it's not bad at all. I would think like, yeah, at least like 10 or 15 grand. But at the end of the day, it's just probably a jack that's scaled up, right? What are we talking about?
Yeah, at the end of the day, it's just like it's a hydraulic lift that you connect at 4 points of your car that lifts it up in one straight go, right?
Is
Instead
it?
of just going around with a floor jack pumping in, then put it on a jack stand,
So
and then laying on your back.
you would have to. It'd be all electrical button, or would you actually have to? Is it more a little bit more manual?
It's electrical, yeah. So you just push a button and it lifts it.
That's a hell of a deal, Braj.
Yeah.
Crazy. Yeah. See, that's all I want, man. 3 bedroom, 2 bath, and
Yeah,
a
Beer
2 car
Claw knows
garage,
what's up.
and I'll live there forever. I don't need to upgrade. I bought a dust buster for myself today, and I'm so proud of myself because every day I come out of the shower and I grab a comb and I just hit my beard, I brush it down, and when I try to clean my house, I look around. There's just little hairs everywhere, and it's just driving me crazy. I need to start doing that outside or something. But
Yeah,
I
I
have a
can't
really small
grow
house.
my beard out too long.
You can't grow it out too long in this house.
Yeah, I
is already a
mean
bitch to
it
clean.
grows thick. Like if I were to like grow it for like a year or so, like I think I'd get to about like right here or so. But I mean I like to fly, so I'm not trying to get pulled over too many times.
Wait,
Been
what?
there, done that.
Do you get stereotyped?
dude.
Do you get stereotyped?
Oh, dude, so
Like the-
much, man.
like the
Before I got
last scene from
TSA
Jackass?
pre-approval,
Yeah.
before I got TSA pre, like man, I have so many TSA stories.
Damn, that's crazy. I mean,
That was the whole thing behind like Brown Men Brewing. It was just like literally our logo is a bomb.
Brown.
And
Harold and Kumar, when he looks back at the lady, he's
Yeah.
like, hey. All right. We're talking jokes here, people. We're chilling out, dude. This is the Braj hour, the hoppy hour. Brown Men Brewing. Let's pull it up.
And then so Christopher Vodka is going to be doing a design for us. So I'm pretty excited for that.
Chris Vodka's the man.
Yeah, because I've seen
Oh,
the
you were
work he's
following
done
me,
for you
man.
guys.
Sorry about that, Braj. Oh, we got to get your followers up, dog. You got 11 posts. Damn, is that Texas out there? All on the
Yeah.
fire pit right there with the log?
Yeah, that's my backyard.
Nice, Braj. We'll put this in the chat. I want to find that gif from Harold and Kumar, though, where he looks back at the old white lady and he's like, hey, airplane. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I don't know if I
All
can
right,
pull that
CH.
up. Yeah.
I'll give you. I got this much left.
All
and then
right,
I'll have to
all
call
right,
it.
all
I got
right,
this much left.
Who's got 5 questions from for Just Brewing while we're here, man? Anybody have any requests or what they want to see from his channel?
Yeah, lay it on me. I love doing. I'll brew just about anything. I love doing cereal beer. I've got.
What about that Garret Hunt beer? How'd that turn out?
I got some really, really good feedback. I sent that off on a competition.
Good.
And if I would have if I would have put it in the right category, I would have gotten I would have placed higher. But I placed it in the double IPA category, like a dumbass, instead of like the specialty IPA
Okay.
because it's an imperial.
Okay.
But in my head, I was like, oh, if I send it as an imperial and call it an imperial, they'll know, and that will, they'll drink the beer and say, okay, this is more an imperial, not a double. No, they judged it like a double because I put it in a double like
Well,
category,
I've said it
and that's
before.
obvious, right? Like I should have known that they were not going to be loose on the um I should have known that they were not going to be loose on the categories. But I am going to submit to the National Homebrew competition the AHA puts on.
AHA?
Yeah, I'm going to submit my Fruity Pebbles Pale Ale and my the Flanders Red Ale I did, the Chocolate Cherry Sour. I don't plan on like taking I don't plan on taking a medal in any of them. I just want some serious feedback. So once I do that, I just need to figure out how I can safely send my bottles off. So
Well, if you want some serious
someone
feedback, send it to me, man. I'll break it down, man. I'll break
yeah,
it.
I've got a few. Well, I need to. What sucks is I did 5 gallon. I did a 5 gallon batch on that, and I love doing 5 gallon batches, but I would love to bottle some as well. Tyler, yes, it does cost you some to submit it. You need to it costs money to submit for each beer you submit for, and you need to send it. So it costs a little bit when you end up when you like ship it because it's not exactly an easy box to ship because at least for this competition they want you to send a 6-pack for each beer. So I need to send 12 beers.
6-pack?
Yeah, they want you to send a 6-pack for each beer. They tell you to
lot.
send
These
at
guys are
least
getting
6.
drunk as hell off you guys, man.
Yeah, and if you don't, they
And
say
they're-
you
and you're
run the
paying them
risk.
to drink it,
You run the
too.
risk of not having enough beer to be judged. So that's a whole thing.
That is
Um,
some serious grade A bullshit. I think I might be
Yeah.
smelling, man. They're coming up on some free homebrew beer.
Yeah,
I don't know.
it's quite a bit. I don't know. I mean, I made sure to bottle more than a 6-pack of each, but I only bottled like 9, like literally 9 of each, which was I know a weird number, but based on the amount of beer I was gonna bottle and the 24, like the 20, I don't know, however many bottles it was that I could fill up, like 29, like kind of came out to be the thing. So I ended up doing no, not 29, but I ended up bottling 9 of each beer because that was just like how the math turned out.
It's a lot of beer, man.
Someone said, how about a Captain Crunch Imperial Porter? That sounds interesting. That would be cool. I wouldn't mind a Captain Crunch Imperial Porter. I don't. I could do like easy on the hops and still use like the fruited, like Captain Crunch like circle cereal. That sounds interesting. I did a Flanders Red Ale. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. That was cool.
I love Flanders.
Someone said a fruity sour. I've done fruited sours before. I wouldn't mind doing another one. I've got a recipe. I built a recipe for a strawberry lemonade beer that I want to do with lemon drop hops and Callista hops, which apparently give off very strong strawberry notes, which I think would be really cool to do a strawberry lemonade beer, but only use hops and like not add lemonade, not add like lemon. I could add like lemon peel or lemon zest, but I wouldn't want to add like lemon juice or anything like that.
Paul Hammer
Um,
did that like strawberry lemon saison,
They did.
and they didn't.
Would they use lemon
they
drop
did add
hops? Yeah.
strawberry. So they added strawberries, I think, in the fermentation, and then they added like for a second batch they did like some strawberry syrup that they didn't like with it, but
That sounds familiar. I mean, I definitely remember the video they did. Yeah, I don't know if I would want to do. I've used extracts and purees. I really want
Yeah.
to see like how the hops do.
Purees are cool.
So I would
I mean,
try
like
the
the
hops
expensive
first,
flash-
and
flash
then
frozen
next time I would try extract or puree.
Puree is expensive, man.
I would
puree
make
was
my
buying
own.
was-
I would make my own. It can be cheaper to make your own with water and sugar and like however many pounds of fruit.
That's a good YouTube video, Just, how to make your own puree. I mean, I don't know if it's flash frozen or if they suck all the liquid out of it and they kind of do like a cured fruit thing or what the shelf life is. But I was just,
So
what do you got?
I've
made
done
a
fresh
beef
fruit
puree.
purees before. I did a raspberry puree. I've done like
Raspberry puree.
strawberry kiwi. I did strawberry kiwi once, and that was cool.
That sounds like a very good sour. Strawberry kiwi sour.
I did a strawberry kiwi blonde,
Okay.
or wheat.
Okay.
I think it was a wheat, and
Okay.
it was yeah. I did like 6 pounds of strawberries and like 3 pounds of kiwis. It was really really cool. I cut the kiwis up. You know, I skinned them or whatever because kiwis are weird. And then, you know, made a puree of the strawberries and the kiwis and added that into my fermenter.
Not bad.
Rather, I did the secondary and racked on top of it. And it turned out really, really, really good. The color was kind of interesting, but it was really cool.
Well, I got one more question for you. I'm going to let you get out of here, Just. I'm going to go to Alias, or I'll go to Just first. But we're talking about fruiting beers. And I hate fruited IPAs. And I drank a 6-pack of it last week because I picked up the wrong thing. What's the best style of beer to fruit? And we kind of just talked about it. I would go with either sours or wheats, but I think blonde's kind of an underrated one.
I would start with either a wheat/sour. I say /sour because you could still sour a wheat-based beer with
a
either
Berliner Weiss, baby.
Philly sour or lacto.
Or
so you could still like sour a wheat-based beer.
Shandy.
I do like pale
Bodines.
beers, or like if you don't want it to be sour, right? You could just stick with the wheat side. But like, I mean,
you could do you don't have to be sour, like just wheat.
No, it doesn't.
German wheat
not
beers
at all. Like I've done like a strawberry wheat, or you can just like strawberry pale. Like if you have a solid pale ale recipe,
Mexican
just
lager.
add fruit to it. Like you can buy a $10 or $15, 3-pound puree or extract. I don't like the flavoring. I don't like the juiced flavoring because it tastes too fake for me. I can taste that it is fake. So I will either make my own puree or like buy like a Venters or Oregon puree. But yeah, I would the best to answer your question, I would probably say the best would be wheat. Not even a sour, because like a sour, the fruit that you choose can be tart or sour on its own, and souring that can pose an issue later on. I would say a wheat because that can appeal to more people.
Bomb brew. I like blood orange. I like blood orange too when it's not extract. What about you, Alias? What's the best beer to fruit? Best beer style to fruit? Or your favorite?
I would say either like blonde ale, wheat, or like if you like fruited not fruited sours, but fruited like porters or stouts kind of thing.
Dark fruit,
like
dark
raspberry
beers.
stout,
Dark fruit,
or like
dark
cherry
beers.
stout.
Yeah.
Those would be like, I think those would probably be easier because you would get like, I think cherries and raspberries, like they're bright flavors. And if you do like a lot of that chocolate malt, so if you like raspberry chocolate, like boom, you got like a fantastic beer at that point.
I agree. What's the worst style of beer to fruit? And I'm gonna just say IPA. I don't know if it was the Ballast Point Watermelon Dorado, man. Fucked me up, dude. 6 months therapy.
I guess it depends on what you mean by
watermelon IPA
worst.
sounds disgusting.
Well,
I would
they did it
try
wrong,
a
too.
fruited IPA. Would I brew one? Probably not. But if I would try one. But I mean, like a lager, like a fruited lager, doesn't sound great unless it's like an Italian, or not Italian. I'm sorry, like a New Zealand Pilsner. Like those are very fruity on their own. I could see that like being fruited, like a mango fruited, New Zealand Pilsner, or like apple or something like that. One of those like strong flavors that those New Zealand hops can put off. But I would not. Yeah, I wouldn't I wouldn't fruit a lager of any sort. I could even see myself fruiting like a porter or a stout. Like someone said, raspberry porter /stout. Like I would try that.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't say that would be the worst. I would say a lager would be the worst.
Hollow Point in the house, man. What up, you Braj? I want to give a shout out to Hollow Point, man. He got a job working out there in Chicago, Illinois.
Hey,
From watching
congrats.
some homebrewing on YouTube, man. So congratulations to Hollow Point, man. Come on down.
Poor child, seriously.
Just is taking off. Yeah, I think the only thing that works with IPAs are citrus, not lemon. It's either orange or
citrus.
Yeah.
Citrus.
But
Well, the problem with IPAs is because like they're bitter, right? So like if you start adding sweetness to them, then like you have contradicting
sure.
kind of things. So like, yeah, because like West Coast IPAs, they tend to be really dry and whatnot.
Bitter.
So it's really hard to like add fruit to it.
Yeah, piney and sugar is gross. Piney and like fruity sugar is a very bad combination for almost everybody's palate.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of like mint and orange or something like that. It gives me a very weird, like clashing flavor, you know,
Or like orange juice after brushing kind of thing.
You know what? I think that there needs to be more blondes making a comeback. Like when I first got into beer, I remember there was a lot of strawberry blondes. There was a lot of vanilla stuff, a lot of vanilla extract, strawberry vanilla, but it worked because it didn't have 14% alpha acid Magnum condom hops in it, you know, and you don't see too much of that stuff anymore. I don't know, like where are beer trends at right now? West Coast hazy, like what else is selling right now?
There's still the fascination around the hazy
session.
Sours are like definitely a thing. I don't know, man. Like we're in a weird kind of gray area for at least for local breweries for me. Where there's like collabs and stuff going on, but there's nothing like crazy new.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, me and Lynn Schaefer, we were at Next Level the other day, and they had a really good. I've talked about this before. Best hazy I've had since I've been here, and then I had a brown ale. It was okay, didn't stand out, both good or bad. It was just it was good. It tasted how it was described, and she had some sours, and they were really good, and. I just didn't know. They had 20 beers on tap, and I was like, or on draft, and I was like, I don't know. Like, what else have I not had before? I don't know. You know, they didn't have a lager on. They did have a hard seltzer. It was good. It didn't have sulfury turtle farts, baby turtle fart smell. But yeah, I don't know. Like, what's going on in beer these days? Just kind of hone in your West Coast and your hazies and your sours.
I mean, I think so.
I mean,
hard seltzer.
I know for me, yeah, like it would be like there are a couple breweries in my area that like are just you see like 9 different IPAs or hazies on tap. So like a lot of people are still catering to the masses where it's just session, hazy, imperial, and like that's it, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. But what I do know is, Jess, we're going to do one more beer. How do you feel about that?
I'll finish this one off. I'll give you an NBC, and those that, super chatted and stuff like that. I feel like I should give another NBC with the 8%.
You can take off. You can take off. I know it's 10th.
You're holding him hostage here, man.
I'm holding him hostage, man.
I just have meetings in the morning, I got money to make. I got stuff like that going on.
Hey,
I've got the Nintendo Duck Hunt Zapper, man. Both to their heads right now, dude. Mildly cool dad. All right, let's get another beer. Alias Uno Mas?
Yeah, I'm down.
All right,
Let me grab one.
Be right back. No, you hold it down. Don't go chip on me. Don't go chop and brew. Nobody go chop and brew. One at a time. Reverse buddy system. One at a time.
All right, you can go. Then once you get back, I'm gonna dip.
Oh, me?
No, I was like, yeah, CH. He can go grab his drink, and then once he gets back, I'm gonna slam the rest of this 8% double West Coast IPA that I did.
Ooh, what is that one? What'd you do?
It's an 18-pound grain bill with about 7 or 8 ounces of hops in it. I think I did like 1 or 2 ounces. I did 2 ounces. I did a 1-to-1 Columbus and I can't remember, but it was this very.
All right.
It was a very the recipe itself. It's very dank. The hops I chose. I chose like the most dank hops you can because it's my 420 video. So yeah, it was a 20-pound grain bill, not 18. It was 20.
Braj.
8 ounces of hops.
Uh-huh.
It was a 1-to-1 Azaka CTZ West Coast. So 60 minutes, 1 ounce of each Azaka CTZ. And CTZ is very hoppy, very, very dank, very
Dang, yeah.
piney. I did 1 ounce at 60 for both, so that's 2 total ounces. I did 2 ounces for both, that's 4 total ounces at 10 minutes. And then I did a 1 ounce each, so 2 ounce dry hop at like day one because fermentation was so crazy at the beginning. Um,
Okay.
both hops are 15% alpha acid, so this is over 100 IBUs. It's right at 100 IBUs. Um, and it's about nine. It's like 8.4%. I think is what it actually turned out to be, like eight something. Um,
What
but
was your
yeah, it is
IBU again?
about 100.
Whoa.
We're getting
Yeah, it's not crazy bitter though, just because of how much alcohol is in it. And if anything,
Alcohol,
there's more
yeah.
we're
alcohol.
getting
There's
silly
more
in the
alcohol
chat.
than bitterness, as far as what I can tell. Especially now that it's been in the keg for
We're getting silly.
for like however many weeks.
Getting silly
Um,
IPA.
no, it is. Oh, I split this one actually. I did a split batch. I
Okay.
did a 6 gallons total. I split 3 gallons off and put a tincture in it. I'm not gonna say what I put in the tincture because I can't say, but I made a tincture and
Uh-huh.
I added a little something something to the other half of this batch. And let me tell you, it will put you on your ass.
It works?
It worked. Yeah, it worked.
Oh, I know what I'm doing soon. Okay.
It worked. That was easily the most expensive beer I did because
Did.
the
Oh,
tincture
yeah.
itself cost me like close to $100. Probably not a full
How
100
much
because I split it right. I did a 3 gallon batch.
how much
So
oregano did you put in that tincture?
probably almost a quarter.
Okay.
Actually, no,
Dang.
it was probably over a quarter, but I dosed it so that it would have been like a quarter or a half. I forgot what it was for a 5 gallon batch, but I dosed it back
Right.
for a 3 gallon batch. So it came out
Gotcha.
like over a quarter, which was like $100 worth of
Yeah.
oregano. Um,
Okay.
and I made a tincture out of it, and it's not only is it 8%, but it's also quite strong. Um,
Nice.
yeah, it's cool. I want to bottle it and like just save it for like a rainy day. But it's really
You
hard
got
to
a bottle
bottle.
for
Oh, I haven't.
420.
I've got this idea to build a bottling wand out of like just duo-tight
Pond
stuff.
Water is an awesome name. Pond Water IPA is an awesome name.
That
Pond
is
Water
actually
Junior in the
cool.
chat, man. Come on down.
I like that. But I'll slam this and then sleep like a baby tonight.
That sounds beautiful. That sounds absolutely beautiful. Yeah, we're doing a little video game reference drop, man. Pond Water just subscribed, baby. Come on
Hey,
down. Get over here. Shout out, man.
Lucy's here.
We're 2.5 hours in. Did you get a beer, all yes?
I'm gonna go now.
All right, it's your turn. All right,
All right, it's your
Judd.
turn, Alias. It was a pleasure. We'll talk later on.
For sure, for sure. We got to meet up at Meanwhile, man.
Hell yeah, you
No,
do.
for sure. Yeah, maybe you can take a look at the Corvette. Too much to think.
Little
Sounds
red.
good.
All right,
Sounds good. We'll
CH.
do a burnout in it too.
Always good being here.
You're the man.
I've had nothing but good times every time I'm on with you, so I look forward to the next time. Let me
You're
know how you
Braj.
wanna how you wanna collab, and we'll make it happen.
We will make it happen. Let me think about it. Let me sleep on it.
Texas.
Tonight's my Saturday night. I got to go and kind of grind mode after this. So I'm having some fun, but I'll piece it together. I'm going to chop this up. I think we hit on a lot of good comments tonight, or a lot of topics tonight. I like that topic we were talking about, doing comedy at tasting rooms and that being weird for, I think, the comedian.
It can be weird for sure.
I think it's weird for everybody. I think it's weird for the brewery, the audience, and the comedian. He's like, what the fuck?
I haven't sat in on. I haven't done it yet. I'll let
Yeah.
you know if I ever attend the one that's in my area.
I'll do the stand-up comedy. If I ever go to a brewery to see stand-up comedy, I'm gonna hijack the mic. No, I'm not. I don't know. It depends how many 15% beers you feed me. Jonathan Elliott in the house, man. Good to see him. I know he's kind of coming in, coming out, man. But Battery 245, man, much love. We got to get him on soon. We're going to do 2 streams from here on out. We're going to do Tuesdays and Wednesdays until I make friends. Figure out kind of a social circle out here. It's cool not to have friends. It's bad not to have friends. There's pluses and minuses to it. And
For sure.
yeah, you're obviously more productive. You're saving money and stuff like that. But we'll be okay. We'll be okay, man.
Well, all right, man. I'll cheers you to that. I look forward to seeing you next time.
All right, Just get it down. You're gonna do this one. He's drinking a 46% beer. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, pretty much.
At this point, I know who's even keeping
That's
score
what it feels
anymore.
like, right?
Yeah.
All right,
Shoot
cheers,
it,
everybody.
Braj.
Good night.
Let's do it, dude. All right. Chris Vodka.
All right.
Other than my mom, CH, you're my only friend, man. Chris Vodka is MySpace top 8 material approved. Later, Just. We're gonna pull in Alyaz for the last hurrah. Let's get it going. Whoa, that's way too much, big dog. All those gray hairs coming in, man. Look at that fucking evil garden. All right, Alyaz. We're chilling, Braj. For those who are new to the stream, this is Alyaz Mohammed. He's Brown Men Brewing on Instagram. He's the Braj out there in Justville. Let me make this a little bit different. He's Austin, Texas Braj. Little station identification. This is when we should play our fake sponsors. I actually have a video working on that. I have a button to on my Stream Deck Elgato that plays a fake sponsor. Let's get the chat box in here. There we go. Something like that, like a champ. Here we go. Pond water. Dude, it's only 9:30. Why so early? I moved time zones. I used to be West Coast. We used to start at 6 o'clock. So I flipped the script. It used to be in the old country. In California, it's only 8:33 in the old country. Yeah. And
You're like, back in my day when I was in California.
back in my day, we used to actually, play video games and beat them without YouTube, man. We had to
Right?
we
used to go through these booklets to try and figure out where the we're going.
Prima's official strategy guide and Nintendo
Bro,
Power.
back in the day, you would call Nintendo to be like, hey, how do I beat this level?
Oh, yeah. Pops definitely took out some serious bad work days on me. And when he saw those 900, 900
numbers.
Yeah. $5 a minute calling Nintendo Power, trying to figure out how to beat Ganon and Aghanim from Legend of Zelda. We got Bodine's Brews, man. Super chat, $20 to making new friends. It's good to see Bodine's Brews still here, man. Cheers, Bodine's. Cheers to you Braj. Good to see you back, man. Cheers. We're doing Lagunitas. This is beer number 5. Maybe 6. But it's all good because it's my Saturday night, man. Thanks, Bodine's. You know what's funny? We were talking about that. You know what just showed up was Link. Was Ocarina of Time. We were talking about Ganon and Aghanim and Nintendo Power, and then Bodine's Brew super chatted, and it's all set to like if it's over $1, it's like SpongeBob. $2 is like whatever avocado, but over $15 is Nintendo Power, and then the cat's like $50, and then Homebrew for Life is $100, which is kind of a douchebag thing that I set up, but it's happened before. Yeah, so every dollar thing, and it was just so funny. We were talking about my dad used to not kick the shit out of me, but he spanked me with my pants down.
Yeah, he give you a little whooping.
It was the 90s, man. It was the 90s, and
I got my fair share of spanks, and
we had to
ruler on the wrist and whatnot.
We need to bring that back. My dad used to wail on me in the grocery store. And the parents would fucking cheer him on, man, like cheerleaders.
Like,
nowadays,
eat that piece of
he'd
shit.
get fired from his. And I hate it. My dad never, I was a bad kid. I was always fucking with people. But nowadays, you'd get fired. It'd be on social media. There'd be.
Oh, it'd be cancel cultured easily. Like
yeah. Little kids need to know, man. Step in Curious George's world, you're gonna get spanked from time to time, and I loved my dad for it. Because I was a bad kid. Not a bad kid, but I was a...
I mean, you were a dick sometimes, probably, right? Like,
No, I just like wanted to fuck with teachers, like whoopee cushions, hawking loogies, and coffee mugs and stuff like that. It was always for a laugh. It was always
Right.
I would never do this shit if I was by myself. I was just, trying to crack girls up and shit. Or guys, whatever.
So I wanted to ask you this.
What up, Braj?
How do you feel about like breweries that do like, I don't know, like 30 beers on tap? Like,
Can't stand it. Because there's not 30 styles that are popular. So that means you have 10 IPAs, 5 hazies, 10 sours, and you're cannibalizing your own menu. You're cannibalizing your own. You're like, and when people are like, hey, like what? You can't say what is your best beer because people are gonna be like, they're all good. No, they're not. You have to ask them, what do you sell the most of, and they'll know that because it's the thing that's requested that's beaten in that server's head the most. Mm-hmm. So it's like, hey, you have 8 hazies on or 8 West Coast IPAs. Like, what's the best one? They're like, well, they're all good. I'm like, no, they're not. I mean, they're all not bad, but they're all not, 9s and 10s. So no.
And I'm just like, how do you differentiate one hazy to the other hazy? Like, what did you do differently? Like, and I'm just like,
branding,
why go through so many? I don't know.
And a lot of times breweries do that just because it's tank space. They're like, had a beer that was successful, 4 seasons ago, and it sold out, and then they brewed a bunch of stuff, and now they have a tank freed up, and they're like, hey, we're bringing this one back. Well, sure, but in the meantime, you did 2 more like IPAs or West Coast IPAs. We've talked about this before. I think the golden nut for any brewery, I don't care if you're Stone, I don't care if you're the brewery that has every third party, every beer in the world. I don't care because then it's too much to look at. I can't. There's some sports bars that have like 100 beers on tap, and I'm just like, fuck, guys, like fuck. They're like, here's the list. It's like, dude, I'd rather read like Little House on the Prairie or something. Like, this is gonna take forever. But
like, why do you need so many different beers on tap?
Because it works for a lot of, I think, women and particular people that are like, oh, I only like that beer and this place has it. That's how it works. But I think for a beer drinkers world, I think the unless you're Churchill's, they have about 25 beers on tap, and it just works because they have like a lot of barrel aged stuff and stuff they only pour in 4 ounces or 8 ounces or Pliny the Younger, stuff like that. But I think if you're a typical brewery or tasting room, I think the golden rule is to have 8 to 10 beers on tap. 8 to 10.
Okay.
Yeah. Any more than like 12, you're just kind of steering the flows off. You've got 3 West Coast IPAs. And then you go to breweries that you have like 4 or 5, and you're like, what is this? Like In and Out? Like double, like what? Like 4 beers? Like, they better be the best beers of all time. You only do 4 beers. They better be so goddamn good.
Right.
And if they're not,
they
like,
have to be
you gotta
your
make more beer.
best beers.
Yeah, you got to make more beer. So I would say,
yeah, I mean, depends. Like also, like if say they're on
I'm
like
with Zach Pearson,
1 or 2 barrel system.
Yeah,
then yeah, I can understand why they do 5 beers, right?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, or if it's like a niche place, like they only do barrel aged sours, or they only do port style braggot beer, wine, beer, tequila barrel shit. I don't know, like stuff like that. But yeah, Zach Pearson, 8 to 10. You got to have your signature West Coast IPA, and you have to have your signature session
hazy.
IPA. You got to have your signature session. Play with a couple ideas. You have to have a blonde, because that's the closest thing. People come in, they're like, oh, I want like a Corona or like a Bud Light, because there's a lot of people that still do that. You have to have a blonde on, or a Mexican lager if you want to, or a Czech Pilsner, if you want to go that
I
route.
like the Mexican lager, man. Like,
of course. Thank you, Bodines
I
Brews.
made one.
Thank you, Braj. Good to see you, Bodines.
Fuck, it
Cheers.
was good.
Yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Everybody likes it. It's light beer, and it's what we all grew up drinking. We didn't have craft beer.
It's like the first beer you have, right? Like, it's a light beer.
In every culture of the world, whether it was Texas or California or Germany or Russia,
fucking England, all of them.
Nobody started out with the West Coast IPA. It was like we started out when beer was just beer. It was just a 4-letter word. We didn't know what the style or the hops or the water was. There was always kind of like, Olympia has good water, but like, okay. Does anybody know why or can vouch for that? Or is it just because it says it like on the motto underneath? It's got to be in the water. I don't know. I don't know.
Cold like the Rockies.
Yeah, Noam, you want to come in for a last call? Noamski. Thanks again.
Hell yeah.
Thanks again, Bodine Brews, man. It's been a good week, man. Been a good week, man. Super chatter, Zach Pearson, man. Always showing love. Bodine's Brews, Noam, everybody in green, everybody who watches the channel. Alias, thanks, dude. Thanks for being a Braj, man.
Yeah, thanks for having me, man. I've been wanting to come on this thing for a long time, dude.
It's pretty fun, right?
Yeah, dude.
It feels like whatever the fuck, right? I mean, no one should be nervous or, like as long as you're not. I'm like, as long as nobody brings up COVID, I'm always the one that brings up COVID. And then as long as nobody says anything like racist, homophobic, anti-Semitic,
Right.
whatever, we're chilling, man.
So how is like Knoxville compared to like California on the COVID side? Because like Texas, nobody gives a fuck about it here.
Night and day. Night and day. California,
Yeah.
it was like just beat it in everybody's head about COVID, little kids. And you come out here
Yeah.
and it's like they refer to it, but they talk about it in the past tense. They're like,
Gotcha.
oh, the pandemic was like 2 years ago. And that's it. That's it. We got a Brewing Bad, TN. We got a super chat. Cheers to new friends. Thanks for the entertainment information. Much love, Brewing Bad, TN. I'm going to imagine that's going to stand for Tennessee. And we are neighbors, Braj. Much love, dog. No anti-Semitism. I'm out. Uh-oh. Come on down.
Wow.
All right, we got
Child, seriously.
we got Noam in here. I'm gonna pull him in. You cool with that?
Oh hell yeah. I'm down.
right.
I chat to him like on Instagram and stuff like that too. So
Let's get Noamski in here. Is Lynn Schaefer still in here? I know she's got work at 5 a.m. Is it gonna do the dumb thing again where it puts me in the center?
yeah.
Is Noam in here?
Yep.
Oh, I see something. There he is. There he is. What up, Adam? What's going on, you Braj?
Not too much.
How come you decided to come on
Chilling.
now? All right, CH is going back into.
I don't know. I just wanted, I don't know. I didn't want to hog. I wanted to give other people an opportunity.
Nah, dude. Fucking you're always welcome. What's the most people we've ever had in here before? Probably like 5 or 6. What up, Noam?
I think it's been like 5 or so.
Jonathan
Something
Elliott, Jorge Castro. All right, we're chilling.
like that.
All right, let me move this around a little bit. There it is. There it is. There it is.
Palm water.
Noam, what are you drinking, Braj?
An IPA from Long Live. It's the same company as the peanut butter stout I was drinking earlier.
Oh, nice. Let me pull you in a little bit better. Sorry, I got you cut off a little
They're
bit.
the best brewery in Rhode Island by far.
All right, that's where we're going.
Everything they
How
do
many
is
breweries are in Rhode Island?
Here we go.
I think we're at
Braj
we're at-
sandwich.
it's either
That's right,
36
Goosebumps.
or 38 now.
Holy shit.
Which, I mean, it takes literally 45 minutes to drive through the state. So that's
The whole
crazy.
state, yeah.
Yeah.
Cheers, Noamski. Cheers, Alias. Cheers to everybody in the
Cheers,
chat,
yeah.
man. We're
Cheers,
going
mate.
5 hours again, man. This one's getting shut down for goddamn.
Yeah.
Blink-182 is going to be pissed off. All those shitty impressions I was doing is going to bum out Tom DeLonge. More copies.
Yeah.
No,
Dude,
I'm
I
kidding,
barely
man.
remember that. I remember Chris Ratty playing the guitar, and that's about all I remember about the music.
Well, I sent you what happened in the morning, right? We got flagged for that.
No, you said you were gonna send me the link, but you didn't do it.
No, I put it on Snap. You didn't check Discord? I put the screenshot of
Nah.
it, and I put all of us in there. And then I sent the GIF of the guy. Lightning
Oh,
crashes.
just the video. Oh, okay, I gotcha.
I put the screenshot in there. Yeah, we got flagged for playing.
Jesus Christ.
I wish we got flagged for covering it. Like we were that good and we were singing. Oh my shit.
That's hilarious.
You know that story, Alias?
What story?
Couple weeks ago, let me pull you back in here. A couple weeks ago, we were make it a little bit smaller. We were talking like MTV and Kurt Cobain and just like how music was, the world was so much different in the early 90s with Red Hot Chili Peppers. And there was a band called, what's it called?
Live.
Yeah, but what's the song called? Lightning Crashes?
Oh, I
Lightning.
guess something like that.
And we put the song on, and then in the morning, it's a small chance that I'm gonna like let this go because we're coming up on 3 hours. But if I do, it will get monetized. And everyone's like, keep it up, because Chris Ratty was playing guitar, and me and Noam was playing guitar, and I was singing, and Lynn was here. And in the morning, we got flagged for. I was playing it on my Mac, and it was coming through my PC speaker,
Oh.
and we still got hit with it, man. And we also got hit with Christian Ramirez. Welcome to the Braj Army, sweet baby boy.
Hey.
Yeah. Chumbawamba. Yeah. Theron's got flagged for covers. Yeah, not only has Theron been flagged for that, but that happened to a lot to CraigTube. I think his first couple, he's got a big fuss with YouTube. He puts out content, but he doesn't.
Oh yeah, he does.
But if you watch a CraigTube video, there's no ads. He unclicks all of it. It just goes straight to the video. And he's a talented musician, man. But he's got a bone to pick with him, and that's fair. He puts out content, and he does it for himself, and he's promoting his what's the new thing called? Rumble. The non-woke censored YouTube.
Maybe I shouldn't say this, but when you called him an albino one time, I laughed my balls off.
Did I say it live or in a video?
Yeah, you said it live.
That's cool. He'll live to tell about it. Yeah,
Maybe I shouldn't have said that.
CraigTube can sing and he can play the drums, and there's no doubt about that.
I'm pretty sure he was on the radio at one time. Like he had a song that he was a part of. I think he was doing the vocals for, and like he's from Canada, of course. So
Journey cover band, yeah, Rush.
Different type of radio play, but
yeah. Nah, man, shout out to him, man. Well, we're chilling, dude. We did 2 streams this week. We got a Homebrew for Life video out, and I'm having a good time, man. We're chilling, Braj. We're doing Clawhammer on Wednesday, but maybe we can get both of us on maybe for Tuesday. Alias, you cool? You look as cool as the rule coming on here, man.
Hey, thanks, man.
Yeah.
Tuesday next week?
Sure.
I'm down. I'm in.
No. Or do you need to think about this for a little bit?
Well, which day? Tuesday?
Yeah, we're going to do Tuesdays and Wednesdays from here on out. I mean, until I
fine.
make some friends. Yeah. CraigTube is a good drummer, but not a good brewer. CraigTube is just all about the, what's the shit that he brews with? Coopers.
Those expired Coopers, whatever the hell they are.
Yeah, dude. I mean, is this like food stamp homebrew shit? Like what's going on with this? Am I talking more shit? Sorry, Zach Pearson. He looks like an albino on food stamps that does it. I'm just kidding. No, I'm kidding. Now we're definitely taking this down. Albino on food stamps IPA. That's all the time we have. That is more
albino on food stamps brown ale.
Yeah.
You fucking kill me, dude.
Yeah. I got to head out, man. Later, Michael Wall. Cheers, you, Braj. Cheers, you, Braj. No, I hope Craig.
Take care, Michael.
I think Craig too. I think he was really fucked with by COVID. I think he just went down, whether you go far left or far right, you went down a certain path. And at his age, I think like older people kind of just get more set in stone. You know, younger people are like, hey, there's a new story tomorrow, like bounce back, whatever. But I think like, I don't know. I don't want to know, to be honest with you. He says that he drinks for taste on a budget. I believe that. Yeah. And he doesn't...
Is he just like preparing for like the apocalypse or some shit?
Hollow Point, man. I don't know. Yeah, he's like John Goodman from that one movie, 19 Cloverdale Avenue or whatever. Cloverfield, yeah. He's the John Goodman, man. He's just got that underground bunker out in the middle of nowhere just with Cooper's extracts. Dancing to a electronic drum machine, man. Just fucking brajing. Speaking of
oh my god, I'm sorry.
What? Speaking of CraigTube, did you guys watch Apartment Steve's last video? He's kind of got that going on, man.
Yeah,
it was a good video.
Has a brewery.
Oh, it's BDS. I mean, brewery basement thing.
Yeah, it was good. It was really good. And shout out to Steve. I didn't know he knew some of that stuff, and all those terms were kind of coming back to me. Like Romex, I haven't heard in probably like 3 years. You know, you run the Romex.
Isn't he like a proper like engineer? Like,
yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty sure Steve's brilliant. And I think he comes from like a pretty
brilliant, smart as hell
background. Yeah, he's an engineer, and he's also an officer, I believe, in the military, / homebrewer, / I don't know, man, electrician.
Is he still active military? I thought he did his term and that was it.
we promoted something, me and Just actually, where he did a run for
Right.
in support for veterans, and no, Steve's he's
very active in that community for sure.
he's top shelf Braj, dude. He's salt of the earth, dude. And I'm gonna see him next week for like 12 hours. No one knows. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do like 12 push-ups before I see him. But
You can do like pull-ups and everything.
yeah, he beats
few
me.
miles.
He beats me in every department in life except having a beard. So maybe I'll write a joke about that or something. And Kyle doesn't have a beard either. Like get them on the outside, me. Like who's got a better beard? Yeah, Kyle's got the baby face. He's got the baby face, and then Roscoe's got a killer beard. Roscoe and Emmett, they got it going on.
Gnome's got a killer beard.
Gnome has the beard of all beards.
Like he's the king of beards here.
That's right.
Like,
Yeah. I know. How do you? Is it a color
try.
thing? Yeah, dude. Billy Gibbons would be proud. Billy Gibbs, man. Steve.
Oh,
fucking
no,
ZZ Top's proud of him.
Yeah, I would say his is probably better.
Who
Billy Gibbons.
is better than whose?
Mine.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Who's the guy that just passed away from ZZ Top? It wasn't Billy. It was Dennis.
The bass player.
What was-
Dusty.
Dusty.
Oh, what
Rhodes.
forgot his last name. Not Rhodes, I don't think. Dusty something.
Dusty Baker? No, not Dusty Baker.
I
Dusty
don't know.
Baker's a black dude. He's a football coach. Oh, he's a
Come on,
baseball
Zach,
coach.
help me out.
Alias, we need him. Who's the guy that just passed away pretty recently? And while we're at it, man,
Oh.
rest in peace, Gilbert Godfrey. Gilbert Godfrey.
Yeah.
Iago.
Yeah.
Aladdin, one of my favorite movies as a kid.
Hill, there you
Dusty
go.
Hill. Thanks, Beer Quaz. Yeah, shout
Yeah.
out to Gilbert Godfrey, man. I like when people pass away, there's context to this. And they don't like make a big deal about like everything. You know, like who was the comedian, one of my favorite comedians? Bill Evans. What am I talking? Bill Hicks.
Bill Hicks, yeah.
But
Definitely.
he had like pancreatic cancer or something, and he died when he was like 35. But he didn't make a big deal about it. He didn't like put it all. There wasn't social media then, and you know, some people have to post every day like pray for me and give me all your vibes and selfies and stuff like that. Gilbert Godfrey didn't do any of that.
Oh, like when they're dying and stuff like that?
Yeah, I remember when COVID first came out, all these actors were like, I tested positive, like send me chill vibes. It's like, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Join the club, man. Everyone's got COVID, man. Yeah, Bill Hicks was Bill Hicks was like a one of a kind. Not a lot of people know about Bill Hicks.
For me, I don't know if you guys know about him, but it's Patrice O'Neill. He was
Rest
my
in
all-time
peace,
favorite
man.
comedian.
Rest in peace, man.
All-time great.
I studied Patrice O'Neill because I did stand-up comedy for a little bit. And his whole thing was
Yeah.
like he used to
Crowd work.
well, yeah, but he used
A lot of crowd work.
to act drunk on stage, and it was kind of like his thing. But he was sober.
Patrice O'Neill?
Yeah, it was like
Really?
when you first start doing comedy, you get in there and you have a couple drinks, and you kind of need
Yeah.
that to have the
And loosen
Because he
up
never
for the
drank. He
to kind of
very
loosen
rarely
up. But it's like sooner or later, you're like, damn, these drinks are like $8 a beer, and he kind of figured it out to. There's a whole thing talking about it, but yeah, what took Patrice O'Neill? Was it diabetes?
drank. Diabetes, yeah. He went into a coma.
Did he even make it to 40? Maybe.
Yeah, I think it was like 42 or 41. He was 41 years old.
That's too soon, man. That's too sad.
Yeah.
Kennison.
one person. I think of like the Chadwick Bowman or the guy who played Black Panther.
Yeah, that
He
is
had,
an
like,
actor. Yeah. What's up?
prostate cancer. I think he had, and like he told nobody about this.
I love that. I love that. I love that. I love
And, like-
that. Yeah.
And people like the media was like, oh, he's losing weight. He looks like this and whatever. He was with cancer that whole time.
Right.
And like he would go to every single promotion and every single interview and everything and just not say anything about it. And then all of a sudden he passes away and it's just like, holy shit.
What was that? That was pancreas cancer?
I think so. Either pancreas or prostate or something like that. Like it was one of those like painful ones.
Yeah, I think they're all painful. But colon
Oh,
and
that's just
pancreas
cancer,
like
yeah.
fucking destroyed males. No, that was crazy. Yeah, Black Panther. I actually saw that movie pretty recently. Wakanda? What was it called? Wakanda?
Yeah, Wakanda.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, man.
Yo, Gnome, what did you think of the IED IPA?
Oh, well, I mean, I wasn't able to taste it, unfortunately, but I
Basically,
remember,
but
yeah, your post made me laugh. Like that, people need to just take things
Yeah,
as
KO.
a joke. You know what I mean? And,
KO,
like,
yeah.
not get too bent out of shape. It made me laugh. I don't know.
100%.
that was the whole point, right? Like, it's just it's something to laugh about.
Yeah.
If you can't cry, you have to laugh. That's how I live, man. KO Brewing, yeah. Norm Macdonald had cancer for a long time. He didn't say a word either, man. Shout out to Norm
Oh
Macdonald.
yeah, him too.
Norm Macdonald was like one of the fucking, I don't know about top 10. Maybe, I mean, comedy is subjective. Comedy is the most subjective thing by far in terms of, self-expression or art. But, yeah, that was a weird one because I was a huge Norm Macdonald fan. Even his movies, man. Billy Madison.
Yeah.
We used to quote that all like that when I was a little kid. Even I didn't know what like being passed out at the pool was, but that one scene where he wakes up and he's like, "Hey, Billy, remember that one time?" And they look over because he just had a dream of him partying with Billy, and they look around, they're like, "Where's Billy?" Like, I don't know. Like, that's so funny. Just like, "Hey, remember that one time just waking up and your buddy's dad's pool passed out?" He's like, "Oh, I don't know. Where's Billy?" And then when Dirty Work came out, I thought it was as funny as
I haven't
Tommy
seen
Boy.
that one.
You haven't seen Dirty Work?
Nah, he
Oh man,
wrote that, right, or something like that. He was a huge part of that movie. No.
I'm not good with those one things. What are they called? Emotions. Oh yeah, and it's the dad from Problem Child, and their doctor is Chevy Chase, and he's this degenerate gambler. And he's in there with Artie Lang, and this is the time they were trying to like have Artie Lang fill in and be the new Chris Farley, and
Yeah.
it's just a weird thing. It's a weird
That didn't work.
psyche. Well, it's just a weird psyche for fat people to be funny because you're like the fat guy. There's like the token one fat guy roll around and be jolly and like smash in everything. And you're like,
Yeah.
am I
And
funny?
everybody laughs at you.
And everybody laughs
Like
at it.
cannon fodder almost.
Belushi, Horatio Sands. It's like fat is like jolly, Who was the comedian? The God, Gil.
Dude,
Who was the guy that does the joke? Who's like, I'm on the dance floor, and after like 10 seconds, he's having like a heart attack. He drops to a knee. Gil. Who's the Mexican fucking?
Gabriel Iglesias?
Yeah.
Iglesias?
Yes, that guy.
Yeah.
It's like every joke is about like you being fat, but after like 20 minutes, you're like, damn, I just feel bad for you. Like,
Yeah.
fuck,
Right?
man. Like, dude, like 20, and you're going to do like an hour set about how like your kids have like a better stamina than you, and like you can't like see your dick in the shower. Like, after the 20th joke, you're like, fuck,
we get
man.
it. You're fat, and you probably should go on a diet.
Yeah, but fat people have this like you can't be an asshole. You have to be like the jolly, like cartwheely, slapstick guy.
You can't be like
You can't be like David Spade. You can't be like Mitch Hedberg. You can't be up there doing one-liners.
No.
You have to be like animated, like Dane Cook, rolling around, like running through walls, like the fucking Kool-Aid thing, or falling on tables like Matt Foley, Van Down by the River. Like sweating and fat and picking. It's all animated.
Bob Odenkirk from like
Bob Odenkirk from Better Call Saul. He wrote that sketch.
Yeah.
He wrote that
Right,
sketch.
right.
Matt
But
Foley.
he also he
wrote-
after he wrote about how the Chippendale sketch kind of
Fucked Chris
was,
up.
Yeah, exactly. Because like here he is, an actual hilarious dude, but yeah, he's basically a punchline because of he's fat. That's the joke. And
That's
at
why
the
you're
end-
here. That's why you're casted. You're
Yeah, and
brilliant
even at the
it.
end, they say, "Oh,
Right.
you're a gross fat." I
Yeah.
forgot what the exact wording was, but yeah,
Yeah.
it's like brutal as fuck, and that was like the end of the skit. Like, it's like
Chris
that's a
Rock
little
actually stood up for him in that. He was like, you know what? They should have given it to Chris. He's like, if you want to do a sketch with me as a slave, I'm fucking winning at the end. But at the end of the Chippendales thing, they gave it to Patrick Swayze when like Dirty Dancing just came out. He's like, if you're going to make fun of me, like if I was a white, fat Chris Farley guy, I'm winning that or else I'm not doing that sketch, and it's like,
Yeah. See, here's the thing too. Like the whole sketch, they're like, "Oh, you guys are both
party
great, but
time.
we can't really tell why. For some reason, we kind of like, Patrick Swayze, but we really can't put our finger on it, And rather than leave it open-ended and kind of funny that way, and mysterious or whatever you want to call it, like they literally end it brutal as fuck, saying, "Oh yeah, it's because you're a fat piece of shit."
That one scene when at the end when they're making their decision, it's like Kevin Nealon and that girl, and they're the judges, but they're all smoking. It's Mike Myers, Kevin Nealon, and a chick, and they're smoking cigarettes. And at the last like ditch effort, Chris Farley starts giving like another like shimmy again, like this, and they're like, "No, Barney, no, we've already made our decision." He's like, "Oh, okay." No, Barney, no. Like there's no.
Here's the thing too. He was.
This isn't
they
necessary.
say light on your feet if you're a big dude, but he really was. Like that dude could fucking prance and just like jump and like be nimble and shit. Like
probably do the splits, man. I all those stunts were him, dude. Like run through some drywall. Like I've cut my head open just going through some drywall or jump on a coffee table from IKEA. But I think he was on an insane amount of drugs and alcohol, and that kind of fuels the
numb the pain on all of that shit.
Sure. We do got party time in the house, man. Party time brewing. Party time.
Shit.
Party time brew. Yeah, he's chilling, man.
Is YouTube like on like a delay?
10 seconds.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so Discord and YouTube are on like an 8-second delay.
Right.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, I don't see your screens at all in the Discord. Sometimes I do. This time I don't. Because normally I just watch that, so it's in sync.
Just look at
I can't
YouTube.
see CH, but I can see you now.
We talked about this last night with Brew Show. Like, there's probably a way to figure it out. But when I'm on Streamlabs and Discord, they're like, "Hey, new device, switch device," and I was like, "I don't mess with any of it, not anymore." I mean, this took so long to figure out, as is, man. So, but we're still holding it down, man. We got 30 people here, 3 hours. This is my last beer. Is Lynn still here? Got a lady in the house? Lady in Braj. I do have a bar right across the street. I shouldn't go over there, but I might. And it's a
just live stream at the bar.
What's up?
Live stream from the bar.
You have a bar right here.
No. They would hate me. It's I'm pretty sure where I live around here, everything's gay. I didn't know that moving in here. It's a very what do they call it? Liberal adjacent town, which I did not know, nor do I care because
it's a new term for me.
Yeah,
that
I
is.
don't know that either.
Never heard that.
Yeah, James Adrade, what's up, man? Come on down, baby.
Yeah, go to the bar. I'll hold it down. No, I'm not kidding. I won't.
You want to do it? No, I gotta go to bed. But let's get out of here. Let's do
5 more.
No. That was fun the last week or the last like 3 weeks or however long I've been here. But
one more.
I don't know.
You did a short one yesterday.
What?
It was short yesterday, right?
Yesterday was only 2 hours. One more 5 hours.
So we got to do like 6 hours today, right?
Oh, geez.
Oh.
I'm joking. I can't do that shit. I got work tomorrow.
No, let's get out of here. Let's book it for Tuesday, man. This is cool though, man. I'm glad it's coming back, and we're all here. We're having a good time. And Hollow Point got his job. No bar. That's the alcoholism talking. No, I'm alcoholism is a thing, but I'm a binge drinker. Hollow Point. Like I won't drink till Tuesday after this because I can't. Because I've got to edit all weekend. But the week after that, I'm going to drink Tuesday, Wednesday, brutally Saturday in Asheville. And then you just, it's not about being an alcoholic. It's all about, like, there's a time for everything in life and controlling, there's times for everything. Putting yourself in good drinking situations is a fucking good thing if you can. Some people can't.
Drinking situations IPA.
Drinking situations IPA. Yeah, I mean, if I wake up in the morning and I fucking start drinking, IPAs on the links a whole one at 9 in the morning, I need to keep drinking the whole day, or if I just drink 3, it's just gonna make me tired, so I don't. So like nowadays, I don't start drinking till like 4 p.m. and then I cap it at 10 p.m. unless there's a happy hour. That's what I do. Because if I didn't, I'd have to probably be sober by now. And I kind of take pride in, fucking not blowing it. But I don't know. That was a little bit too deep for the hoppy hour.
Finishing on a deep note here.
On that note, I'm going to go buy a giant bag of fentanyl and get a bottle of whiskey and listen to Steely Dan all night. I do the same thing, planning my drink days out. My dad said it best. He said, you drink as much as you're willing to perform the next day. And my dad drinks 2 drinks a night, and that's it. And I fucking think it's super awesome. He also works his ass off, and he deserves that. But, what's up? Sorry, what?
I was just asking Goose a question.
What do we got? I'm going to hit the head. I finally broke the seal.
Nice.
Yo, when's that main brew fest you were telling me about the other day?
I haven't seen any pop up yet, but I do know there's quite a few. Like I said, it's a hot spot. Like it's literally the.
Either that,
the
or we just do a main trip. I'm down to do that.
Yeah. I was looking. I think I told you about it. I was looking into a Vermont beer fest, but like I was looking at hotels in the nearby area, and they were already sold out.
Oh,
I think
damn.
people are like dying to get out, and
Yeah.
actually do stuff this year.
Especially the Northeast. You guys were like locked down much longer than like we were. I feel like, at least, or had stricter rules than what we had.
It depends. Like, I mean, if you're counting New York, yeah, but I live in Rhode Island. It's a little different here. But,
Right.
And it's not as bad as Massachusetts. Massachusetts was a little different as well. Like,
Yeah.
they
Boston, I
pretty
heard,
much-
was pretty strict.
Boston,
I have a few
yeah,
buddies there.
yeah. They, Massachusetts pretty much kind of followed what New York did.
Gotcha. I mean, that's kind of what they've been doing their whole life.
Steely Dan's the shit.
Whoa,
Steely Dan in the
Holy shit.
house. What, did that freak you out?
that was next level. No, basically, no. What
What I
Elliot
was
said.
saying.
Cuz is hitting me up. What up, cuz? Oh, he's watching the new Crystalia stand-up.
So I like lived up in the Northeast for about like 4.5 years because that's where I went to school. So like I know like I've learned a bit of like the whole Northeast culture of like who shits on who and like the rivalries and
Yeah.
some of the good spots too. I didn't know Maine had so many breweries until you fucking told me, and then
Portland,
I was
Maine.
just like,
Yeah, like
I'm
not
just
many
like,
people
all right,
live
we're
there.
doing a fucking pub crawl there, like brewery crawl there.
I've been meaning to do it, but I want to like zoom in on Google Maps and show you guys. Like, I'll take screenshots and put them in the Discord so you can actually see what I'm talking about. But the amount of breweries like all right next to each other is like stupid. I don't see how they actually are able to stay in business. I really don't.
Yeah, how
I've-
they function, yeah.
I've said that about San Diego though. They just get their regulars and it just
Yeah,
happens.
But in Portland, like I don't know how it is now, but there was one building in particular. It was literally 3 breweries inside the same building with one across the street. It's absolutely stupid.
How
It's
many
fucking
people are in
ridiculous.
that town? What's the population? Like 50,000?
I'm not sure, but it literally is
Portland?
the most breweries per capita in the country. So I
Portland.
mean, it's just
Every
breweries galore.
city says that. Every city's like, this is the
No,
gay
there's-
capital of the
yeah.
world or the beer capital of the world. I'm like, that's everybody that talks about like. I was at the gym today and I was talking to this dude. He's from Greece or Greek. He's Greek from Greece. He's like, Athens is
So-
like the #1 beer capital in the world, the art capital of the world, and like the gay capital of the world. I'm like, the same people that I know from Buenos Aires say that. The same people I know from like California say that. The same. Someone here?
Here's some numbers though. Asheville, which you're going to, obviously 17, which that's second place. Portland, Maine's actually first place with 18
18.
breweries for like that one city. Did I lose? Oh,
It's raining.
okay, there we go.
It's raining men. Your face does not
Wait,
have to be the
18
biggest.
breweries per person? Is that what
No,
you just
18
said?
breweries in that one city.
It's not my
Oh,
face.
okay.
It's this one, Pond Water. How's that? Is Pond Water happy now? Does that work? Yeah. 66,000 in Portland. That's a
That's
lot.
how many people are in Portland? That's it?
not a lot. Yeah, no, it's got to be more than that. It's got to be more than that.
That's way too low.
No, Portland's
I believe it.
expensive. No,
I believe it.
Portland's
Well,
expensive.
Wait,
No, Portland, Maine, not Oregon.
Oh, Portland, Maine. Yeah,
I'm talking about Portland, Maine. Yeah.
Portland, Oregon's got to be like 200,000 people.
Yeah,
at
no,
least.
Portland, Maine. That's why it's like kind of unique. There's so many fucking
Holy
breweries.
shit.
It's ridiculous. Trust me. I'll put it this way.
Yeah.
I live in the
Portland,
second
Maine's got
most populous
600,000.
city in Rhode Island, and we have more than 66,000.
Portland, Oregon's got. I thought it would have more than that. Portland's expensive, man.
Portland, Oregon, 645,000.
That was from 2019, though. And
19,
shit
yeah.
happens fast. A lot of people left California
Oh,
in the
yeah,
meantime. I'd put it on
definitely
like
for, like,
800,000 now.
Austin. Like
No.
Austin was saying 950. I'm like, I'm
Yeah.
know for sure we're well over $1 million here.
Knoxville real estate. Who's got the most? New York, Chicago?
New York is still number one. I think
Chicago's
LA
gonna be,
is number two.
LA's weird because it's a county. New York is like 15 by 15 miles.
Right.
Knoxville population.
Houston, I think, is either fourth or fifth.
Okay, it's almost got 200,000 people in Knoxville, which is still like 1/10 of San Diego. But again, San Diego's like a county. It's huge.
Right.
What's Nashville?
Yeah, real quick, Coast Chillin' and Time Out. What I like about Maine Beer Company the most is a lot of their beers have a dry finish, like pretty much no matter what style. It's kind of like their signature,
Nashville.
which I can get behind because I like dry beers.
Tennessee
I'm with you on that one. No,
population.
that's one thing I've noticed. Like on that, like
yeah,
every
it's-
beer like has like a nice dry finish, and
Nashville's
I've definitely been a
one.
big fan of that.
Mm-hmm.
They had
Nashville's
one
another
called
one.
Pepper.
Yeah,
think?
yeah.
That it was like a pale ale. I was like, oh, this is fantastic.
Yeah. Like even their stouts, which I'm not too big of a fan of, but even
Right.
those, that's their style, just to finish nice and dry, make you want to take another sip.
Isn't that like the difference between like a stout and a porter? Stouts tend to be a bit more on the drier side. Porters on the sweeter side.
There's three different arguments for that. There's one of them had higher, lower alcohol by volume. One of them had roasted barley, and one of them was just like a session or something. It's at the end of the day, it's a marketing tool, and
Gotcha.
And stout sells better than porter.
Porter.
Porter, I think people think it's a weird word because it kind of stems from like a port from wine. So you
Port
think it's
wine,
like this
yeah.
dessert beer that's like 13%, and stout just sounds more universal, and you think of like Guinness and shit like that. Guinness is
Right.
a very light beer. I think it's like 4.5%,
Yep, it's only like 4.5, 4.4. Yeah,
and it's an ale.
and it's not even like super heavy either. Like
It's not. I love it.
like
Guinness
it's
is.
super easy to chug. Like
It is, and it's got that its own vibe because it's got. Well, I'm talking about Guinness. I'm talking about from a can, and it's got the little
Right.
oxygen thing in there, and it's super creamy, and it's super smooth, and there's not just too many beers that do that. So it's kind of in its own little category to begin with. But I love Guinness.
and I think it goes really well on because it's on nitro. Like it fits it super well.
I think just malty beers, I think bitter beers aren't. Bitter beers are a weird thing in terms of like carbonation levels and damn, it's raining hard. And like if I'm doing an IPA, I don't want it as cold as a Mexican lager or a Czech Pilsner. Like the lighter the beer, the colder I want it. IPA, I want it
Right.
about like 40 degrees. And like Guinness, like I'm not going to drink it at room temperature, but I wouldn't mind drinking it at like 50 degrees. And they do that out there in Ireland.
Right.
Temperatures
Like
are,
it's almost like a cask
to room
beer at that
temperature.
point.
Yeah.
Like
yeah. Temperatures, and it's funny that Zach Pearson brought that up. Like the more, it's kind of weird how like the more a beer is at room temperature, like it's got more drinkability. Like the faster you can chug it.
I actually serve like my kegerator is or keezer, I should say. It's not a kegerator yet. I have the temp at 48. It's like not too much lower than that, really.
For all your styles or for everything?
Every beer, yeah.
I like that. Yeah. You don't want a fucking really good IPA to taste like a popsicle. You don't want it to be like
no.
jarring your teeth. Irish sweet boy. Thanks for watching the video, Beer Quest. George Gillian's is perfect at basement temps. Pond water. I haven't heard that in a long time, man. That was a late '90s beer. Oh,
Okay.
And Zach
okay.
Pearson's about the Irish car bombs.
I love Irish car bombs, man. That's like the best Boilermaker of all time because it's like a dessert. It's legit.
with,
Like put it like a
with the Baileys in there too. Oh,
put a
so
piece
good.
of chocolate cake or ice cream in there and swirl it up and chug it. You kidding me? You know, Jameson is so sweet as is. Irish whiskey to me already tastes like spiced whiskey or something. Not like Captain Morgan's, but a little bit. You know,
It's not too far off, to be honest.
no, we used to do blind taste contests all the time with Evan Williams and Jack, and no one could ever tell the difference. But everybody always knew what Jameson was when we were in college, man. And I loved it. It was like, yeah, I know what this is. This feels good. I'll spend $30 a bottle on it. You know, when you're doing, you got your buddy that swears by Jack Daniels, and then, you know, we just got to the point we couldn't afford it anymore. We were getting Evan Williams, and you can't tell the difference. Just fill up the fucking empty Jack Daniels bottle with the plastic Evan Williams, and you're cooking with grease, baby.
For me,
Wild
like,
turkey.
Beer
if I didn't
au
want to get Jack Daniels,
quaz.
it's, Jim Beam.
What's up?
If I didn't want to spend the money on Jack Daniels, I just bought Jim Beam.
I don't know if I can do Jim Beam. Jim Beam's always one that makes me throw up.
Don't get me wrong, I hate hard alcohol, like, to begin with, but you know, back in the day, I used to drink it.
I used
Can't do it
to.
anymore.
I'll do a shot at a wedding or something when I'm with buddies, but I would never. I don't know. I guess Gavin came into town. We just like went to the bar for one night. We did well tequila, but no. And that's a weird thing about Tennessee, as I've noticed, because people will come in, a lot of people, and they'll just get one drink and they'll take off. And a lot of times it's just a shot. To me, that's the weirdest thing in the world. You're gonna go into a bar, spend I don't know $6, $4. It's a little bit cheaper out here.
See you later, Tom Allen.
Later, Tom Mel, have a good night. And they'll do a shot, and then they'll close out. And I'm like, dude, in San Diego, like, I don't know anybody who does that. Like, just go get, like, a quick thing at 7-Eleven if you need a drink that bad. But, like, when I go to a bar...
Like,
it's
they just take a shot and they're out. Like,
yeah, like, when I go to the bar, I don't go to the bars anymore, but I go to gastropubs. But, like, I want it to be an experience. Like, I know all their names, and it's cool, and there's a respect thing.
Wait, you're hanging out. Yeah.
Yeah, and sometimes you know the girl, and there's, you know, shitty guys that are always fucking being obnoxiously drunk or something. It's kind of cool to be there and make sure that whatever. But I've never seen that in San Diego. People just go in, chug a shot of whiskey, and then take off. That happens all the time out here in Tennessee.
Just they went to get their fix.
They're on break, whatever. It was their smoke break, or was their drink break? I don't know.
Smoke break.
But to me, going
All right,
out,
gotta go finish my cigarette break.
no. But to me, going out was always an experience. It was like, what's going on? How old's this building? Like, how's the world? What's your name? I would never just go into a place and just do a shot. I don't know. It's just I don't know.
That's super weird.
It is weird.
They're called alcoholics.
Quote unquote functional alcohol.
Smoke them if you got them.
They're like at work and they're like, hold on, let me stop in for my quick jack.
Chug them if you got them.
What might scare me
Go back.
about this? I think a lot of these guys actually might be Uber drivers now because
Oh my god.
you can't drink in your car. But I don't know.
You can sneak into a pub and take a quick shot.
To sneak into a pub and take a quick shot by yourself, that doesn't happen in California all too often.
They only
that's
take
a southern-
that
that's
send
a
them
southern
to bars or nightclubs.
That's like murderer vibes kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like CSI like vibes.
Yeah.
Like, all right. Like Criminal Minds, that's the show I'm thinking of.
Yeah. I mean, I'll do a Manhattan or a old fashioned or something, but like just going and like chug a, I don't know. Teach their own.
See, Stackhouse looks like he's got a beard in his little avatar there.
Jerry Stackhouse, he's got a good looking beard.
Some competition.
He got a good looking beard. What up, Nick Smith? What's going on, man? We're chilling out. CH Pondwater, you haven't met the wife, CH. Whose wife, Pondwater? Whose wife, you Braj?
Yo, CH, have you ever been out of the country?
Yeah. I lived in San Diego. We used to go to Mexico. I mean, does Mexico count?
Oh, I thought you were talking California as like a different country. Okay. Okay, yeah. You guys are really close to Mexico. Have you ever been to like Europe or anything like that?
Oh, yeah. I went to Europe by myself when I was 23. It was one of the coolest things I've ever done.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, and then my mom lives in Uruguay, and I'd visit her more, but it's kind of a bitch to get down there. But I'm gonna do it this winter because our winters and their summers are vice versa. It's an equator thing, so you go down there in like January, and it's all ass and titties, nude beaches. Everybody's eating seafood pasta on the beach, man. It's awesome, and the dollar goes a lot further down there. As soon as you leave California, the dollar goes a lot further. Let alone, the U.S. dollar goes far. The U.S. dollar goes a lot further if you live in New York, Texas, California, Washington, Oregon, shit like that. Yeah. But it's a bit.
Even going to Canada, like it's super nice on the U.S. dollar. Like,
I would love to go to Canada, man. And we were supposed to go. Chris Leslie was in here earlier. But me and Maury and Donnie were supposed to go like when we were grinding. We had a good crew before I took off. It was me, Trevor Goman, and Maury, and we were consistently putting out videos, and Kevin, the filmer. But before that, it was some of the Booze Brothers guys, and we were going to go to Canada, and I was going to throw my YouTube checks are like $800 a month, and I was going to throw just from the ad revenue, and I was going to throw that at a place up there, and then COVID hit. And that didn't happen. Then it was on. It was on for like 2 years. We all thought COVID was going to be like a month or 2 months. And then it just fucking, in California, it just went on forever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever. Forever, ever. Later, James. Have a good night, Braj. Yeah, we're going to get out of here soon. I got to go to bed. I got to get out of here. Can we do one more sip? Pause for station identification. Alias, Nomski. Let's rock and roll, man. I want to thank everybody for being here. Much love to Noam, Alias, Just Brewing. This was awesome. The Super Chatters, Brewing Bad TN, Bodines, Pond Water, much love. Christian Ramirez, Brandon Edwards, Tyler, Zach Pearson. He's still here. 7 more beers. We'll do that on Tuesday. Hey, Noam, thanks for the Super Chat, Braj. This stuff really does help out. It adds up at the end of the night. We got to get out of here, man. Shout out to Hollow Point for getting that job out there in Chicago. Chicago IL. Chris Farley country, man. Bill Murray country. Dan Aykroyd not country. He's from Canada, I think.
James.
Party time's still here. Good job on that video, man. Let's get out of here. Everybody have a good week. I'm going to be doing nothing all week. I'm literally going to be doing nothing all weekend, but we'll be around Tuesday night. Same group of Brajes, Alias and Nomski. You guys ready to get out of here?
Yeah, absolutely.
Sounds good.
All right. Thanks again, guys. Have a good night.
You guys as well. Cheers.
Later,
guys.
Braj.